Hey everybody, tonight we are bringing you one of our favorite kinds of pizzas, which is chicken a la vodka. It is very kind of a classic, kind of fancy, very delicious, kind of hearty pizza. It's delicious. We've had it a few times from this place near us. It does like Jersey style pizza, really, really delicious. It's a little on the pricey side though, so we're gonna make our own. It's just a couple of steps, honestly. If you like making your own pizza at home, this is just a step more than that. All you gotta do is fry a little chicken, and then do the pizza, and then put the fried chicken on top of the pizza. It's a little bit more work, but it's a huge payoff. So anyway, thank you guys for joining. It's Friday night, so thank you guys for spending some time with us. Let's get right into it. Sometimes I prattle on, so let's get right into it. All I gotta do first is we're gonna fire up the fryer, and then we're gonna get all the chicken cooking. And then we're going to go over here to the stove. We're going to make our vodka sauce. The vodka sauce is real simple. Obviously, we need some vodka for that. We're going to be using some onions. We're going to be using some tomato paste, a little cream. I'm going to show you how the whole thing works. It's actually a lot easier than you think. Really simple. Just a couple steps. But nothing intimidating. Anyway, let's get right into it. Let's get the oil right in here. Thank you guys for joining. Gonna heat this oil up real quickly. Oh, there you go. I got it over here. See, I got a dual workstation over here. I got the table behind me. We're gonna be kneading all the pizza dough on the table, so you guys will be right here with me. Anyway, we got this nice vegetable oil. We're gonna be cooking the chicken on. Here, you can come over here.
Move that, please?
Oh, what? Okay. All right, my friends.
I have to use the bathroom.
Go for it. All right, we're gonna heat this oil up right now. Let's get this nice. We're gonna get the nice vegetable oil. We're gonna be cooking our chicken in. Yeah, got my daughter over here. She's helping me out. She's giving a little bit of support in the audience. Ooh, there we go. All right, yeah. This thing doesn't need too much. We got this really cool fryer on TikTok. It was like $30. Really, really cool. It has a nice controller in it where it always maintains the right temperature. So we have it set to 375 right now, which is perfect for chicken. You're making some chicken pizza, some fried chicken pizza. We're making some lovely chicken a la vodka pizza tonight. Really simple, really good. I'm going to be making a nice vodka sauce and making Italian chicken cutlets. And we're going to be putting them on the pizza because that's how we do it around here. We're not just going to make pizza. We're going to make the freaking Italian chicken cutlets and then put them on the pizza. So really good, really delicious. Thank you guys for joining. All right, so let's keep adding oil over here. I get distracted easily, so you're gonna bear with me sometimes, my friends. I just talk a little bit too much. So, all right, let's keep going. Let's fill this oil up to the right line. Oh, there we go. Hey, watch out! Get out! The daughter over here wants you guys to see the unicorn. Let me see. Here, see. There you go. There you go. They see the unicorn. All right, here we go. A little bit more oil up in there. We got two lines in here. They're pretty close together. All right, looks good. Go for that. All right, this baby's heating up. We're going to wait for it to be about, between 350 to 375 in that range. While it heats up, it's okay. While it heats up, we are going to go get our onion chopped. We are going to do our chicken prep. We got a couple things we can do in the meantime, so stick around. We got the oven also preheated. We got Hey, Allie, how you doing tonight? We got the oven preheated. We got two ceramic pizza stones in there, so we got a top and a bottom layer, so we can do double the output on the pizzas. So we're gonna do. Yummy. It's gonna taste yummy, huh? And my daughter's over here. She's narrating too. She's helping me. So yeah, I'm figuring we're gonna do one, and then we'll fire another one in there after 15 minutes. Yeah, it's gonna be yummy. We're gonna do it like rotate them every 15 minutes. So anyway, my friends, stick around. Please be patient with me. I get a little distracted, so thank you guys for putting up with me anyway. All right, so like I said, we're waiting for the oil to heat up. We got the nice TikTok fryer. We got over here is like $28, $30 or something. Got a good deal on it, but and then it's kind of fun frying stuff on live, right? So we're making Italian chicken cutlets in the fryer, and then we're gonna make them into a pizza. It's gonna be chicken a la vodka pizza. We're gonna make some vodka sauce too. We're gonna get to that in a little bit. We're just waiting for our oil to heat up. But we're going to do our veggie prep real quick. We got our nice chicken thighs. You can use chicken fillets too, but we're using these nice chicken thighs. A little bit more flavor, in my opinion. You use some of the darker meat and a little bit. It has a little bit more fat in it, so it's also more forgiving when you're frying it up like this. So I don't know. You do you though. You want to use a little bit of breast or fillets, knock yourself out. Anyway, my friends, so we got the oil heating up over here, and it'll be nice and preheated. And there's a controller in this fryer, so when it gets to the right temperature, it'll stop. The heating element will stop, so it'll just kind of levitate in that area. It's called hysteresis, where when it gets to a certain temperature, it drops like 5 degrees, and then it comes back on. So the way how long it takes before it comes back on, it's called hysteresis. So fun fact for you guys.
Nana says good morning.
Hey Nana, over here it's evening where we are, but it's nice connecting with people all over the world.
Real Elijah said AI.
Hey Elijah, I don't know what you mean by that, but we be like that sometimes, right? Okay, so we got this nice chicken thigh over here. Check these babies out. Let's get a cutting board over here, and I got this workstation all set up over here, so I'm going to be zooming around the kitchen. So please be patient with me, my friends. A little chaos when you're doing the lives, right? All right, here we go, my friends, and thank you for joining us. We're making some lovely, lovely chicken a la vodka pizza tonight. We're making some nice vodka sauce right after this. We're waiting for our oil to heat up. We got these nice chicken thighs. We're going to turn them into Italian chicken cutlets, fry them up. Yeah, it's going to be a delicious little meal. This is one of our favorites from this pizza shop near us. It's this Jersey place. Really, really good. It's called the Jersey Spot. Really, really delicious pizza, but it's kind of on the pricey side. So we're going to make our own. So stick with me, my friends. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Let me know where you're watching from. Just shout a hello in the comments. It helps the algorithm get fired up. So appreciate you guys. Anyway, I keep yapping. So thank you guys for putting up with me anyway. Let's open this baby up. We're gonna pound these chickens into submission. We're gonna make some little tiny cutlets. We're gonna cut them long ways. So I'm gonna show you my process over here. But hold on, I'm looking for the pounder. You got the pounder for me? Here. Hold on. I gotta get the pounder, my friends. That's gonna make everything fun. Hold on. I got everything in the kitchen. It's always slipping right out of our grasps. Where's that pounder? Here it is. Now I got the hammer. All right, my friends. Thank you guys. Like I said, I got a little ADHD, so I try to prep best I can, but there's always something I end up missing. So we definitely don't want to miss this. We're making these nice Italian chicken cutlets. It's going to be delicious, really simple. Just a couple of steps. We're going to fry the cutlets, and then we're going to put them on our pizza. Well, our pizza. It's not pizza yet till you take it out, right? But we're going to put it on the pizza, put it in the oven. It's going to be delicious. That's what you're going to call it. I don't know. Being a little technical over here. Anyway, let's get the chicken. Let's get everything happening over here. Let's like I said, let's do our chicken first, and then we kind of deal with our pizza. We'll have a little bit of time. Right after that, we're going to do our vodka sauce. So thank you for hanging out, my friends. If it's your first time, hit that subscribe button. You can be notified for the next one. We love cooking live. We like to do the regular videos and the shorts, but the lives are cool too because we get to hang out with you guys. All right, just get these chickens over here. Yeah, the beef is real expensive at the store, so it's nice making a little bit of chicken here and there. You know what I mean? And plus, Italian chicken cutlets. Can't go wrong with that, right? All right, let's clean up our work area a little bit here. We got the cheese, we got the pepperoni. We got a table behind us, a little extra work area. Over here. You hear that? We got a big old bag of mozzarella. Ooh, here you go. That's good? Okay, yeah, we got my daughter over here. She's helping me narrate too, so you guys hear any noises, it's all good. Here, back up. Here you go. Anyway, when you have kids, it'd be like that, right? Okay. All right, my friends, we got these lovely chickens. We're going to cut these chickens, cut them long ways. We're going to cut them, as long as we can, then we'll pound them, make some nice little chicken cutlets. Let's see what we got over here. All right, here we got the trash can over here calling this chicken. There you go. And let's see what else we got. I like having the cutting board, layers, right? Layers of cutting boards. Let's see. I haven't touched anything yet. Anybody on there been watching, correct me, but I think we should be safe to add the layer right up under this chicken. Let's see. What do you guys think? All right, here we go. All right, we're gonna put another cutting board down, right? Try to keep it. Oh shoot, almost lost a chicken over here. There you go. You can't be letting the chicken get away from it. Here, come over here a little bit. Just dip it. That's fine. There we go. Appreciate you guys. We're trying to get better with our angles. We don't want to pick things up and move them and reorient ourselves. So appreciate you guys. It's kind of a journey, right? So appreciate you guys hanging out with us anyway. Anyway, like I said, I've been rambling over here. I like to ramble on. Let's get these chickens prepped. We washed the old hands over here a second ago. I don't think we really need to pound too many of these. These look pretty good. Let's see anyway. They're a little thin. We like to pound the chicken breast. We cut it long ways, and it makes it real tender. But some of these chicken thighs, they look pretty thin already. We just need to clean them up just a little bit. We're gonna turn these chicken thighs into delicious chicken cutlets, and then make some nice chicken a la vodka pizza. So thank you guys for joining us. It's a little bit of prep over here, but thank you guys for sticking around anyway. We're gonna move quickly. Kind of get to it as quickly as we can. We don't want to bore anybody. All right, so yeah, like I'm just saying, we just kind of clean the chicken up a little bit, right? When we're frying it, we don't want any loose pieces or kind of like, gobs of fat. So let's see if we can just clean it up a little bit, and then we'll throw the little bits we don't want off to the side. You see all this fat over here, my friends? You can leave some of this. Oh, I know. Shh. Wait here. Yeah, I'm trying to cut the chicken. All right, we're gonna just cut these little pieces of chicken off here. You see the little bit of fat right here? Here, shh. Calm down, you guys. Calm down. You got the kids over here. Like I said, they're in the front row seat. So appreciate you guys
Ark
being
says
patient with
hi.
me. Hey, Ark, how you doing over there? Making some nice chicken a la vodka pizza. We're making some Italian chicken cutlets first. Then we're gonna make some vodka sauce. And then I got the table behind me. We got the nice pizza. We're gonna make some nice pizzas. My wife made some sourdough pizza. She has a sourdough starter, so she made me a bunch of pizza dough. So it's been rising, so we should be good to go by now. Anyway, yeah, get these chickens over here nice and prepped. We're just cutting these loose pieces of fat off of here. So when we're cooking the chicken, we don't want any fat pieces like that off of there. So we're just cleaning them up a little bit, give them a little manicure. One last manicure for the chickens. There we go. Got some little pieces right here. And when we're doing these chicken cutlets, we're gonna cut them real thin. We're gonna keep them, little bits and bite-sized pieces. We're not gonna take, big old cutlets, on a pizza. So it's gonna be nice and bite-sized. So, but you do you. Keep it however you guys want. All right, but yeah, we're just cleaning the chicken up real quick, and then we're gonna pound a few of them. All right, yeah, but see these pieces right here. We're gonna just kind of give it a little manicure, make it to where it's gonna fry pretty well. All right, yeah. Let me know what you guys. Let me know what you guys are watching from. Let me know what you guys are up to. You're subscribed already. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate all you guys regular. Coming in here. Appreciate you, Art. Let's see. Just coming over here. Get these chickens. Things are so expensive, so you got to make your own, right? Everything is so expensive, so you can. I think you do a good job, and practice makes perfect, right? The more you practice, the better it gets every time. All right, but yeah, we're just gonna clean up these little, fatty pieces of chicken. We don't want to, eat those if they're not gonna fry up well. So do a little preppery real quick, and then we'll get right into the pizza. All right, let's see. Got the chicken over here. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna, manicure them a little bit, and then we'll pound them a little bit. A little bit of pounding for the chicken. All right, there we go. Got some big pieces. Got some medium pieces. Got a good deal on the chicken. Gotta love those deals, right? Everything's so pricey. And our oil is gonna be nice and preheated. We got a controller on this fryer we're using, so it stays right in the area we want. So by the time we're ready to go, it'll be perfect temperature. So like I said, appreciate you guys being patient with me. We're just doing a little bit of prep over here. Let me know what you guys are up to. Appreciate all you guys, all you regulars coming back and sticking around. All right, here we go. Going to be having some really good pizza tonight. All right, here we go. Yeah, I got some different sizes over here. Let's see. Got a couple of little fatty pieces. We're just kind of clean the chicken up a little bit. The thigh has a lot of fat, internally already compared to the breast. So it's more forgiving too when you're frying it. So, I like to take it to around 185. But, if you take it up to 200 or a little over that, it'll forgive you. It won't taste any worse. So you still want to, fry it till it's, dark brown. But it's more forgiving in my opinion. So that's what I think about that. All right, yeah, see these little pieces of fat, my friends? Just chopping these little fat chunks off of there. Got a little pile of junk over here. We throwing those away. Got a good deal on these chickens. And we got some nice Italian breadcrumbs over here off to the side. We're gonna be putting some eggs on there. Got a little bit of buttermilk. So I'll show you the whole process. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. All right, all right, all right. Looking good. You know, clean the chicken up a little bit as you're going. All good. And yeah, smells good. These chickens. Yeah, smell this cheese. We got some. I don't want to touch anything. I gotta clean the hands first. But gonna be coming along really easily. You know, these things. They're really. You know, they come off as a little intimidating, all the process, but it's really not. Just a couple of different steps. So just break it down. Do it however works for you. But we're just, you know, frying the chicken nice and regular tonight, and gonna be making the pizza. You know, one step at a time. We're not gonna get intimidated by all the steps. All right, here we go. All right, that cleaned up, and all right. So we're gonna go ahead and get the pounding the chicken over here. Here we go, my friends. Thank you for joining. Let's see how many chickens we can flatten these out with. Let's see. And then we're going to put these chickens in a little bit of buttermilk, and then we're going to put them in a little bit of flour, and then we're going to put them in a little bit of Italian breadcrumbs. So anyway, thank you for joining us, my friends. Let's get to chopping over here. Keep you guys entertained over here, because that's the goal at the end of the day, right? You don't want to keep anybody bored. All right, yeah, I got a little straggler. That's okay. All right, let's get this chicken over here. Just a little bit, you know, it makes it, when you have more surface area for the meat, it makes it, you know, more tender. You know, you pound it like this, it makes it, you know, suck up more flavor too. Looks good, looks good. Oh yeah, it's a little hot in here. Got the oven nice and preheated, right at 425 for our pizzas. All right, there we go. Yeah, you know, this step is optional, but it makes it more tender for sure. And then if you want, you can get a little saran wrap too, but I hate dealing with saran wrap, so I'm just trying to be a little careful, you know what I mean? Like, but you do you want to use a little saran wrap or parchment paper, it's all good. Looks good. There we go, my friends. Yeah, thank you for your patience. We're just, you know, pounding the chicken away. The oil smells nice and warm, so we should be good here as soon as we're ready. All right, my friends. Thank you for joining. If you're stepping for the first time, hit the subscribe button. I love cooking for you guys, and the more the merrier. But yeah, happy Friday. You know, the Friday is always the best day of the week, right? Because you got the anticipation of the weekend. Sometimes the weekend isn't as good as you want it to be, but on Friday, you never know, right? Because it's the hope of the, you know, the best weekend that sells on Friday, you know, in my opinion, excuse me. But yeah, always love a good Friday, right? Just gonna pound them a little bit here and there. You know, you can pound them as much as you want, as little as you want. You don't have to pound them. You could just press them down real good if you want to, but you know, keep it fun over here with the pounding. There we go. Got these lovely chickens. We got these nice chicken thighs. We got a good deal on these chickens, so try to find the deals, right? All right, yeah, and if your first time in here, let me know where you're watching from. We're over here right by Orlando, Florida. Yeah, I'm telling you, the oil smells like it's about to be ready. So it has that controller on it though, so it's be okay. It goes up and down, so not too worried about that. Anyway, I think we're done with the old hammer. Let's go to the old hammer. And we got the chicken. We cleaned up our chicken, so let's get rid of the knife too. We'll put these put these babies in the sink over here. All right, here we go. And then we'll clean the hands while we're at it. We'll see how far we get before we need to clean them again. All right, yeah, I got the nice soap. I like to wear gloves too, but gloves kind of give you a false sense of security, in my opinion. But I like to use them here and there. If you want to do something quick and then bam. But if you got a lot of steps going on, you know what I mean. It's kind of nice to just be aware and wash your hands each time before you touch anything. You don't want to, contaminate. Hi, baby. You go over there. Go over there. Go over there. All right, my friends. Thank you guys for joining. Over here with this lovely chicken. About to turn it into Italian chicken fried cutlets. We got some gloves though. Let's throw the gloves on real quick. That way we can kind of do our chicken real quick and then kind of be done. I don't think we need to, keep washing the hands if we don't need to. Let's see. Got these nice double XL gloves over here I like to use. My hands are a little wet since I just washed them. They're not sliding on real good. Let's see. All right, let's do just one for now. See how far we get. But we're gonna go ahead and do our liquid. We're gonna do our wash, our dredge, and then we're gonna go ahead and do our dry. So we got a little bit of let's see. We got a little bit of breadcrumbs. We got the breadcrumbs over here. We got the panko breadcrumbs. We got these Italian panko seasoned with the pecorino romano. And we got a little bit of the classical Italian style breadcrumbs. So we got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We got a little bit of leftovers here. Yeah, a little bit there, but that's okay. We're gonna make a nice little combination here. But let's try to use as much of these Italian ones as we can. Maybe we'll do a little bit different texture. Yeah, let's see. You see these nice Italian breadcrumbs? Looks pretty good. And each breadcrumb you choose is going to give you a different kind of texture on those cutlets. So you see these ones are real fine and like bready. I'm thinking maybe we'll just use a little bit of these, and then we'll use those thicker pieces because I kind of like the breading a little thicker, on those cutlets. So let's set some of these aside. And we're also going to be using that on the pizza too. We're going to do combining that into the bread and putting it on the crust. So stick around for that one. But anyway, we're going to add some more. Here you go. Excuse me, my friends. I get a little flustered. But anyway, let's keep going. See these breadcrumbs. You see how much thicker these ones are. These ones are going to give you more of a bite, more of a crispy, airy bite. So let's try to do a lot of those. But we don't have a lot, though. We only got a little bit. That's okay. We'll just use what we got, and then we'll get rid of that thing. We don't need it anymore. All good. Let's see. But yeah, it's a little hot up in the kitchen, so appreciate you guys putting up with me. Here, Colin. Here. Tell mommy. Ask her to feed the fish, please. Oh, you did? Okay, thank you. Here, you got the fish over here. Sometimes the fish, forget about the fish by the time we're done streaming. So always got to feed the fish. Anyway. Let's do a little bit more breading. We got all this chicken. We're going to pick up a little bit more breading as we go. We got this plain panko, and the panko is Japanese, but it's kind of like, in the same style as Italian. It just doesn't have a lot of flavoring. We did a lot of seasoning, too, from the Italian, and the other one had the pecorino romano in there. And plus, we got a little bit of this Parmesan over here. Or it's just like Parmesan, actually. It's called it's cotija cheese, but it's just like Parmesan. We had a little leftover when we did an elote. And it has the same kind of texture, so it's basically, for all events and purposes, it's basically like Parmesan, right? It's not exactly the same thing, but we're making do, right? It's just basically real similar. You see that flavor's a little bit more intense, I think, maybe than the Parmesan, but it has the same texture. No big deal. Anyway, let's get this a little mixed, and you know what else? Let's give it a little bit of Italian seasoning. See, a little Italian seasoning. We got a little bit of the jar over here. We got some Italian seasoning. See if we can grab that real quick for you guys. Here it is. I'm in luck. Check it out. We got this nice oregano, basil, and tomato mix. A little bit of dried this and that. We're going to add a little bit of that in there too. We're going to make it, a little bit more Italian flavoring on the crust. It's going to be pretty good. little bit here and there. You know, there's no salt in here. I don't think there is, at least not too much. A tiny bit, a tiny bit. It's mainly herbs and spices, what have you. All right. All right, we go. Looks good. You see that, my friends? We have a little cheese, a little different kinds of breadcrumbs, different textures. But see this? It's gonna come together really nice on these chickens. It's gonna be really tasty. I think it's gonna be just right, in my opinion. We're gonna see how it comes out. I think it'll be perfect. Gonna give it an old mix over here real quick. Hey, little baker, how you doing? We were just talking about a little bit ago. Appreciate our regulars, so that was for you too. And all the regulars too, any other regulars watching. Appreciate all you guys. We are making some nice Italian a la vodka pizza. Of course, we're doing Italian chicken cutlets, and we're gonna chop them up real thin. We're gonna put it on our pizza, which is gonna have vodka sauce. It's and then mozzarella, lots of mozzarella, copious amount of cheese, and then we're gonna do a couple regular ones too. Then we'll keep you guys busy. In the meantime, I got a special baked delight this time. I think you're gonna like that one, little baker. But yeah, we pounded these chicken thighs. We got this oil nice and heated up. I'm sure it's ready to go. It smells like it's ready to go. But this fryer has a controller on it, so it doesn't get too hot. It reaches that certain temperature, then it comes down, goes up, and goes down. So we should be good. Anyway, let's go ahead and get a couple eggs. A couple of eggs in this one, and I'm thinking I got a little bit of Italian seasoning, for salad. I got a little bit of that, and we're gonna put that in there with the egg, mix it on up, so it's gonna be like a little double dose of Italian, little double. Got it in the liquid, got it in the dry, so can't go wrong with that, right? All right, let's go get a little bit of this Italian seasoning if we could find it. I got all this crap in here. You can't even find half of it sometimes. Oh shoot, I don't even know what the Italian seasoning is in all this mess. Where is it? I don't know. I think I might have some in here. Hold on, my friend. Appreciate you guys being patient with me. I got a little ADD and I get distracted. And sometimes I just got random ideas and I'm like, hey, let's try that. Not exactly prepared. Anyway, check it out. I got lucky, so lucky me. Anyway, check it out. We got this nice Italian seasoning on sale. We got a clearance on it. Well, I don't know what's bad about it. It probably didn't sell. They overproduced this thing. I don't know what they did. But anyway, Tuscan House Italian dressing. I'm not exactly sure that's different than the zesty Italian, but I don't know. Maybe it's sweeter. Who knows? Who knows? We're gonna do. I don't know. Let's do 4 eggs. We're gonna start with 4 eggs in the liquid one. And we're gonna do a little bit of this, maybe like I don't know, a quarter cup or so. Let's get those calfa fruit up in there, and then we'll do start doing our chicken. We do the chicken cutlets, and then we're gonna move on over here. We got this nice sourdough over here. Check it out, little baker. My wife made this nice batch of pizza dough, sourdough pizza dough. So that's just been chilling over here. Made it around 3 o'clock, so it's nice and ready to go. Yeah, we got these nice eggs. We're gonna start with 4 eggs. Maybe we'll start with 5.
Jessica says hi.
Hey, Jessica, how you doing? What's wrong?
Oops.
Dropped an egg. What's wrong? I'm trying to grab all these eggs at once. I think I need some bigger hands, right? A little bit of bigger hands. That's okay. I'll put them right here for now. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Okay. You're just looking at me a certain way. All right. Yeah. You're married for a while. You know what I'm talking about, right? You get that look. Oh, but yeah, we got these nice eggs. Let's start with 5 eggs, and we'll do a little bit of this nice Tuscan House Italian dressing. Just a little extra Italian in there, a little extra kick of Italian. But yeah, let's do our eggs real quick. And then, what's wrong? Can you come over here, please? All right, we're ready for our eggs. We're gonna come over here, crack these eggs, and then you can just come over here real quick, and then you can do that. Oops. All right, my friends. Yeah, thank you for joining us. We got the kids over here. They're in the background. They're narrating. They're being a little ornery, so you guys hear some kids screaming and stuff all as well. Another Friday night. We're trying to save a little money. We don't want to get this expensive pizza. There's this delicious place, this pizzeria near us, and it's so good, but it's so expensive. It's like $40 for this pizza. It's called a chicken a la vodka pizza from the Jersey spot, and it's so good, but it's expensive. So we're doing you our version. You know, we did a vodka sauce. We did this Detroit style pizza a few weeks ago, and it was so good. But the best of it was the vodka sauce. We're doing the vodka sauce. We're doing Italian chicken cutlets, and we're doing a pizza. We're doing a chicken pizza, no pepperoni on this pizza. Just chicken cutlet, Italian chicken cutlet, and vodka sauce, and a copious amount of mozzarella. So real simple, gonna be really delicious. And then we're gonna do some regular pizza too on the side too. We got a few other things too going on too, so we're gonna keep you guys busy. Thank you for joining. Let me know where you're watching from. If it's your first time hanging out with us, hit that subscribe button. We love hanging out. Cooking for you guys, but the more the merrier, right? The more the merrier. So hit that subscribe button, my friends. I appreciate you. All right, let's get these eggs happening. Let's get the eggs happening. But you know what? I need a little bowl before we get to cracking eggs because where am I going to put them at, right? I'm proud of myself for remembering that. Let's see. Got this kind of old bowl over here. I got the kids over here. One of the old bowls or old plates from the kids. Put all the eggs over there on that. As soon as they get cracked. And then we'll put them in the old garden. We got a garden and we like to compost things, Don't like to throw that stuff away. Egg is real good. Oh, shoot. Egg is real good for the garden. So is all the, we're going to cut up some bell pepper. We're going to cut up, all that kind of stuff's real good for the garden. So we try not to waste anything, trying to keep everything, recycled and all that good stuff. Anyway, I ramble on a little bit. So thank you for putting up with me, my friends. Let's go ahead and get to cracking. Now I'm right-handed. I can crack eggs pretty well with my right hand. Let's see how I do with my left. Let's see. I might be a little slower. Let's see if I have the same dexterity. Maybe apparently not, huh? Whoops. You guys didn't see nothing though, right? You didn't see nothing. All right, that's the first one. Shoot. Got the knife over here. Try to set the knife over here off to the side before we touch anything. All right, here we go. Now we just scrape our eggs over here off to the side. All right, we got this eggs. Copious amount of eggs, and thank you guys for putting up with me. I get a little distracted over here, so I'm sure you guys can tell that already. So thank you guys for tuning in anyway. It's a good old Friday. Let's see if I can do it with one hand, right? Like I said, I can do it with my right hand, but the left hand, I'm still, I'm not exactly ambidextrous. So, maybe a little bit of training, right? In case I ever lose the hand, I like to, you never know. I can train my other hand whenever I'm able to. All right, here we go. Try not to get any shell in there. Real careful. There we go. Trying to make a big old splash. And a happy Friday, you guys. Not sure if I mentioned that already, but, appreciate you guys hanging out, giving me a little bit of your time. Oh, yeah, nice. Delicious eggs. Okay. Yeah, we had a little debate going earlier. We was kind of wanting to start decorating for Halloween already. Do you guys think it's too early to put those Halloween decorations out? Because I love Halloween. Definitely one of my favorite times of the year. So I don't know. My wife says it's too early. I'm kind of wanting to put something out there. We got this big old skeleton, and we like to put him out every year. Let's put him out there. And she says, no, it's too early. Maybe in September. But man, I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys like to decorate early, or you guys like to wait a little while? Okay. Let's get over here. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I get distracted so easily. So let's see if I can do this whole thing without staying, without distracting, myself a couple of times. All right. Like I said too, let's go ahead and put a little bit of this nice Italian dressing up in there. And, a little extra Italian goodness. Maybe. Oh, no, I can't get the lid off. Let's see. There we go. Got the lid. There we go. No worries, my friends. But now I got the top. How am I going to get the top? Got the old teeth over here. Let's see if I can rip it off real quick. There we go. Didn't even lose the top. All right, like I said, I'm thinking like, I don't know, 3 or 4 tablespoons or a quarter cup around that. So let's see. A little bit of this. And we shook it up real good already. You come over here real quick. Pan it a little bit this way. All right, my friends. Yeah, thank you for joining us. If it's your first time on in here, hit that subscribe button because we love cooking for you guys, and we take requests if you guys have any meal ideas or recipe ideas. Throw it in the chat or send us a DM. I think they changed everything up now. You can send DMs. But anyway, uh, we got the eggs. We got the nice Italian dressing. Where's the whisk? Oh, there it is. I swear. If you guys want to know how to lose something real quick, just watch me here. You go check it out. Let's get these these eggs and this Italian dressing all kind of whisked up in here. Here we go. We're gonna put this over here, and we're gonna do a little bit of buttermilk first. I don't know. Maybe we won't do the buttermilk. I don't know. I don't think we need the buttermilk. I don't know. We could do the buttermilk too, but maybe we won't worry about that. We just do the egg. There's actually a little bit of liquid in the egg too. When you strain it, a little bit of water comes out the bottom. So we won't worry about it. We'll just keep it simple in this one. But yeah, you can do that too. You do a double dip. Do a little bit of the flour it, then the buttermilk, and then these, and then egg, and you do whatever you want. But just keep it simple. We got a lot of stuff going on tonight, so I appreciate you guys hanging out anyway. But yeah, let's go ahead, get these babies going. I think we're good. And check this lovely egg mixture we made out. We did a little bit of that Italian salad dressing up in there. 4 or 5 eggs. We got our nice breadcrumbs in here. We got a little bit of the Parmesan type stuff mixed up in there. It's going to be fabulous. We also did a little bit of herbs, Italian herbs. So lots of flavor layers. You know what I mean? But I think we're good over here on the whisk. Let's get rid of the whisk. And we got the fryer ready. It's nice and preheated for us. And it's got a controller in there. So it goes up, the temperature, it goes down. So it's not going to go up too high. So we should be okay. But anyway, let's get to cooking. We need our frying basket. Where's the frying basket? In my haste, my friends, I forgot to grab the frying basket. Right here? I'll grab the old basket. Excuse me. Which one? This one?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, here it is. All right, we got the old fry basket. We got to have some area to contain the madness, right? Okay. So, thank you guys for joining us and being patient because, I get distracted real easily. So, thank you guys for putting up with me anyway. We got got a couple of naughty flies up in here. So I'm shooing these flies away. It's summer over here. And these darn kids, they keep leaving the door open. So it's like, what are you going to do, So if you guys see me swat in the air, all is well. Just pretend you don't see anything, right? Okay, so let's do chicken over here. And then we'll kind of do a kind of circle, right? We're going to get some, go from wet to prepped. So let's dry the chicken off real quick before we start so we can get kind of a completely blank canvas, right? We don't want any chicken juice up on there. Get these babies nice and dried up. And I'm using, this is going to be the dry hand. And I already touched a little bit of chicken on here. So, rocking with this hand, even though it's kind of, should be vice versa, right? I should be touching the chicken with the glove, but all good, right? Kind of just touch the chicken first. So, make it simple. But, we still got to touch the chicken, though, so it should be okay. Anyway, we're just drying the chicken off a little bit. Got some chicken juice. The drier the better when you're frying stuff. So, all right, looks good. All right, I already got the handful of chicken, so we're just going to go all in. All right, put the chicken over here, and then we'll going to go ahead and do the wet first. Okay, everything looks good. Can you come in on the wet stuff? All right, my friends, we'll get a little bit of a dredge vision over here for you. Here's the first one. Got a little bit of this nice, delicious chicken. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do just this hand is gonna go in the egg, and I'm gonna do just this hand in the dry. So we're gonna keep them separate. But anyway, got these chickens nice and coated. Looks pretty good. And we gotta pick up a little bit extra flavor from our Italian salad seasoning we added to this egg mixture. Yeah, just kind of let it drip a little bit. There we go. Then we're gonna put it up in here. Gonna press it down a little bit before we don't want to get any breadcrumbs on our hands. So keep the wet hand wet and keep the other hand, just keep them separate, right? But I'm just pushing it a little bit, and then I'm gonna go over here and grab another piece so I don't, get my hand all contaminated with the breadcrumbs. I'm gonna just kind of flip it a little bit, and then the other hand's gonna take over. The other hand's gonna take over, and I'm gonna just pile on some breadcrumbs over here, and then on all the sides, and I'm gonna just continue pressing it down. So we're gonna have a nice Italian chicken cutlet. Fry these babies up. The oil is over here, wondering what the hell happened. He wanted to say, "Oh, I thought you guys were gonna come back and put something in me. I was just chilling here." But don't worry, we're going to get that oil. We're going to put it to good use here in a moment. All right, here we go. We got these lovely chickens. These chickens are going to be really good, really easy to. You see, we got these different kinds of breadcrumbs, different textures. We're doing a little bit of a combination. So, but do whatever texture you like. We like a little bit, these bigger pieces on there. There's some breadcrumbs that are real thin. So, you know, decide what you want to do. We can just play around with them too. Get two different kinds. All right, we got our first one over here ready. Looks pretty good. We got maybe a little bit bald spot right there. Put a little bit of that, put a little bit back in there. But yeah, let's get back over here to business. Let's go ahead and put all these chickens up in here. And thank you guys for hanging out. We're just having a nice little. We're gonna do a little chicken fry over here, little Italian chicken cutlets, and then we are going to make a nice chicken a la vodka pizza. We got some vodka sauce we're coming at you guys with. It's a real simple recipe, real easy. It sounds intimidating, but it's really not at all. Not even a little bit, my friends. All you gotta do is, get a can of chicken or a can of tomato paste, a little bit of onion, a little cream, a little vodka. That's pretty much it, and I'll show you guys what to do with all those things, once you're ready. But it's a really easy process, and it's super, super good. So yeah, stick around, my friends. But thank you guys for hanging out. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe. We love cooking for you guys and hanging out with you guys. And guys have any questions or anything, fire them off. Okay, here we go. Got these lovely chickens. All right. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep my dry hand dry and my other hand wet. So keep them separate. Don't get the wet hand dry and don't get the dry hand wet, because then you got to clean up and all that. So yeah, it gets annoying. All right, there we go. Got these lovely chickens, and I'm just pressing them in there. We're using the chicken thighs this time, but you could use whatever you want. You could use filet, use breast, but the thigh is more forgiving. They take these babies up to about 185 or so in that range, and yeah, they don't. If you take them to around 200, they'll forgive you. They won't get all dried out like the breast will. All right, see over here. You gotta keep the dry hand dry and keep the wet hand wet. But get these Italian chicken cutlets. Get these babies ready real quick. And we got the oven preheated. We got those nice pizza stones up in the oven. Oh yeah, there we go. Got this nice. Oh shoot. I decided I want to take one last bath, right? One last bath for the chicken. All right. One last bath for you. All right, yeah, just get that in there in the get that in there in this dredge. We got the nice egg, and we got the chicken, or you got the Italian salad dressing. Pick up a little bit extra flavor. You see, this is what I mean, my friends. I got my hand a little bit dry. A little bit's okay, but that's what I mean. You got to be careful. Don't get distracted. I go live over here. I get a little distracted. Got a lot of stuff on my mind. But anyway, a little bit's okay, but you don't want a big old handful of goop. A little bit's okay. Don't worry about that. A little bit, just take it as a learning experience, right? Just a little bit. There we go. Got another one. All right, here we go. Another one coming, a little baby. And what we're gonna do when we get these Italian chicken cutlets, we're gonna cut them up real thin. They're gonna basically be like pepperonis. This is gonna be like a pepperoni-esque type pizza with the chicken, the Italian chicken cutlets, acting as the pepperoni. But we got a nice vodka sauce. It's gonna be fantastic. So stick around for that one, my friends. And happy Friday. Hope you guys have some cool stuff planned this weekend. Oh yeah. There we go. Looks good. Yeah, let me know what you guys are watching. We like to watch. I like to watch the House of the Dragon. From HBO. I got a nice Got a nice lemon cake recipe. Let me know how you guys like that one. If you've checked that one out. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's pretty cool. I try to be a little snappy in there. Sometimes I ramble on, so let me know. Let me know how I did. And yeah, it's a real easy one. It's kind of. I've always loved those delicious lemon cakes from Costco. With the drizzle. So this is kind of like that. It's a little bit more, more tangy. But anyway, you guys give that a try. Let me know how it comes out because it came out really good. Real simple too. A little classy. Got those nice lemons on top. All right, here we go. Got our nice uh, chicken cutlets. Gonna make some lovely, lovely pizza here in a moment. But there's just a little bit of prep on this pizza, my friends. A little bit of prep, but it pays off big time. And then here in a moment, we got the table behind me. We're gonna make some pizza. We're gonna make some vodka sauce real quick. That vodka sauce is real snappy. So we're gonna do the vodka sauce right after this, after we fry these babies up. And then we're gonna go ahead and make our pizzas finally. So thank you guys for sticking around. If your first time in, hit that subscribe button because we love cooking for you guys, and we don't plan to stop anytime soon. So you know, the more the merrier. All right, pound these babies in here. And I'm gonna keep my hand. I'm gonna keep my hand a little bit drier this time, or wetter this time. I don't want to get any of those dry bits. Okay, it looks good. And I'm just going in here. Get a handful of this seasoning and just dump it on there. Just dump right up on there. It looks good. And remember, we got a little bit of cheese, got a little bit of that Parmesan, like cheese up there, and the breadcrumbs. So we got a little bit of flavor coming from everywhere. We got a little bit of the Italian herbs. So it's just picking up all kinds of delicious flavors. There we go. Got the lovely chicken cutlets. We're about to fry these babies up. They got the oil, the hungry oil over here. He's wondering what the heck happened. He said, we thought he was going to be put into use by now, but he's just hanging out over there off to the side. Don't worry, my friend. Your time will come. Your time will come. And yeah, don't you worry. We're going to get the oil sated. Get these chickens nice and cooked up. We got the nice vegetable oil we're using. Well, you can use any kind of neutral oil. You have to use corn oil, peanut oil. Just don't use olive oil. You don't want to go above 400 degrees or so with the olive oil. And even though you don't go that high when you're frying the chicken, we're at about 375. Over time it burns and it darkens. So, oh, see, I keep doing that. Like I said, don't be like me. Use your other hand. All right, here you go. A little pepper up in here too, making me want to sneeze. But I don't want to sneeze up in this chicken, right? That'd be fun. All right, here we go. Get all this chicken, and I like to really press that chicken. Kind of separates the fibers a little bit too. Let's get the flavor all up in that chicken, all the nooks and crannies. There we go. Oh yeah, nice chicken cutlets, full of flavor. Oh yeah. All right, we're almost there, my friends. Thank you for sticking around. We're about to be frying these babies up, and then it's going to be pizza time. Oh, yeah, my friends, pizza. This is the best pizza you'll ever have as a little prep, but it is so worth it. This is really tasty stuff. Going to be really, it's a couple of steps, but it's easy. Just fry the chicken. We're going to make the vodka sauce, and then we're going to just assemble it. It's going to be kind of like a pepperoni pizza, but we're going to be using got these darn flies in here. Got the kids leaving the doors open. But it's going to be just like a pepperoni pizza, but it's going to be, the cutlets instead of the pepperoni. And then we're using the vodka sauce, of course. The vodka sauce really levels everything up. Oh, yeah. Got the fan over here. Thank you. Get out of here. Yeah. All right, my friends. Thank you guys for joining us. Let me know where you're watching from if it's your first time. Also, if it's your first time, hit that subscribe button, my friends, because we love cooking for you guys. We're not stopping anytime soon. We might try it. We're going to do a few other things though. After we get off though, I think we might try. I'm going to stream. Do a nice Disney. It's called Disney Speedstorm. It's a nice racing game on PlayStation. So I might try streaming that. We'll see. See how that goes. My son, he's maybe wanting to join me, so that might be fun. We're not going to do any kind of webcam or anything though. It's going to be kind of the game, but the game is super fun. A lot of action. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned for that one too. All right. All right, got all these breadcrumbs. I think we put just enough breadcrumbs in here, so we should be in luck. We don't need to make any more. Should be pretty good. Remember we did Parmesan It was cotija cheese, but it's just like Parmesan. So let's just say we did Parmesan, we did breadcrumbs, and we did a little bit of those Italian herbs and seasonings. So this is going to come together very, very nice for a nice chicken cutlet, and it's going to be fantastic. Got a couple of different layers. Check that out. Nice little layers of breadcrumbs. All right, my friends, we're ready. Um, let's see. Yeah, we definitely don't want to use that again. So let's just put all this stuff to the side. Um, keep this over here. What's wrong?
What are you gonna do with that?
Nothing. I'm not gonna do nothing with that. All right, I think we're ready to go. Oh, we got. Oh shoot. See, I got ahead of myself. Got a little bit of chicken over here left in the bowl. Excuse me, my friends. Getting a little congested. Excuse me. Anyway, my friends, check it out. One last piece, and then we'll be good to go. One last piece, and then it's fry time. Little chicken fry. Here we go. Gonna keep the same routine. Coat these babies up. Ooh, oh yeah. Yeah, the video game will be kind of. I love that. The racing games. That's kind of fun. And then plus, you don't have to cook, keep you guys entertained. So it might be fun. We can just experimenting though. Have a fun little chill thing. All right. Here we go. Got the last one in there. Gotta clean the hands after this. That's okay. Got a nice pile of chicken over here. And like I said, we're ready. Got a little baby nugget in there. Got a little chicken nugget. Always one left, right? Always one left. There we go. Get this one in there. All right. Yeah, I got these nice little chicken nuggets. Those little Italian chicken cutlet nuggets. All right, let's clear some of this stuff off. We don't need the eggs anymore. We don't need the first cutting board. We will, I guess we'll just kind of take this first one away, take this one away, and then we'll just kind of go from there. We now want to keep the first cutting board there for a moment. Anyway, you know how it is, my friends. You start cooking, you make big old messes, and then it's like, oh shoot, I gotta clean the mess up. Cooked for 2-3 hours, and I'm gonna clean up for 8 hours, right? That's how it is sometimes. All right, let me wash my hands real quick. Maybe just the one hand. I'll wash them both like normal, and then I'll just take the glove off. That way the other hand has a friend. All right, there we go. Looks good. Nice clean hands, right? You don't want to. Like I said, the gloves are great, but they kind of give you a false sense of security sometimes. So nice to always be mindful of how clean your hands are. All right. Okay, let me just blow my nose real quick. Excuse me, my friends. All right, yeah, excuse me, it's a little bit congested. Thank you. All right, we got these lovely chickens over here. Let's try to grab something. That way we don't have to keep dirtying the hands. I got this nice grabber, from Walmart. It's a buck. So we're gonna go ahead and see how that works. Can you come over here, baby? And we're gonna go ahead. Now it's fry time, my friends. We're gonna do fry vision. We're gonna fry these babies up, and then we're gonna go do our vodka sauce, and then we're gonna roll right into our pizza. So thank you guys for joining us. Let's get right up in there. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's get a little oil on here to start with. Yeah, it's on. It's good to go. These chickens over here. All right, my friends, and thank you guys for those of you that have been sticking around. I appreciate you guys. I get, like I said, a little distracted. So, all right, here we go. Ooh, this oil is hungry. It's been chilling here. Thought we forgot about it. So it got nice and hot. It got nice and hot. Oh, a little too hot. All right, let's go ahead and give it a little bit more, and then we'll close the hatch. I guess that's it. All right, let's see what happens over here. Here, come over here, baby. Come over here. Make some more done. Come right here. All right, we want to get the best angle for you guys.
What?
A little bit more that way. Okay, come right in. Try to do like a 45 degree. You raise it up a little bit. All right, my friends, apologies. We got this tripod over here. A little bit down. Okay, perfect. How's that? Looks good? All right, here we go, my friends. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that smells so good. Nice Italian goodness. Ooh, yes. Oh, it smells so good. Oh. Yeah. All right, yeah, that smells really good. And these only need a minute or two. We pounded them real thin. So, they're basically like kind of like smash burgers. It gets hot real fast. I don't need it to hurt. All right, there we go. Looks real good. Just give it a minute. Let it get happy up in there. It's gonna get happy, and then we're gonna get happy when we eat it. So be patient with it. Give it a moment. We got a nice plate over here, nice little designer plate, right? Wink, wink. A little bit of paper towel over here, dry some of that oil, and we're just using vegetable oil on this. You can use any kind of neutral oil. We're just using vegetable oil. All right, let's see what these babies are doing. What's up with this chicken? What's up with this chicken? It's looking pretty good, looking pretty good. A little bit longer, I think. A little bit longer. A little bit longer. Just a moment. It'd be really good too when it comes out. And let's go ahead and bust out the old internal temperature probe. It's good, good practice to use them. And like I said, for these are chicken thighs, so we want to go up to 185 with these. But if this was breast, I would say about 160 or so. You know what I mean? Oh, it smells so good though. And they got a lot of nice texture. All right, here we go. We got 196 or so. So, but like I said, these are very forgiving. If you go a little too hot with them, not a problem. All right, give them a little shake. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, check these lovely chicken cutlets out, my friends. That's the first batch, and then we're gonna cut them up. A few might have to go missing. Right, check these out. Oh, look at that one. Look at that one. Oh shoot. There we go. It didn't go far. It didn't escape. It didn't go far. Let's see. It's a little hot. Oh, it's so good. Oh man, that is fantastic. Very good. All right. Don't want to eat up all this chicken before it gets on the pizza, so proceed. All right, next one going in. There we go. Lay this chicken out nice and flat, and we pounded the chicken too, so we got a little surface area. It tastes so good. Oh yeah, look at that big chicken. You know it's gonna taste good when you fry that baby up. And we got the breadcrumbs, we got the Parmesan, we got a little bit of Italian urban cheese, or just just Italian herbs. Mix that all up. Oh yeah, there we go. Give us a little kiss. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, just roll with it. Smells really good though. Check these lovely cutlets out. Oh yeah, check them out. Oh, you know what? Can't be grabbing them with this. You know, this has chicken juice on it. No. Let's get another one from the side. Get another one. That way, keep our tools separate. And this oven over here, this oven is hungry because we had the oven on preheating, so it's good to go. Oh yeah, but these chickens, oh man, look at these delicious chickens. I might have to let my daughters have one. Let's see. There, one of them is gonna have to go missing. Here, check it out though, my friends. Check out this lovely Italian chicken cutlet. Oh yeah, here you go. The girls are gonna give it a taste test because you got kids. They're always hungry. You feed them 20 times, they're still hungry. You're like machines. Oh yeah, check that out though. Oh yeah, gonna be in chicken heaven here real quick here with that Italian pizza. Looks good. Let's check it. Check the temperature. Like I said, these are thighs, so we just want to be at 185. Go them at 180 or so. Let the carryover go to 185. All right, we're at 180, 181, 182. Like I said, that should be good. We're gonna see. How about this one? This one's 163, a little bit more. So let's just go in there. It's all right. Not a big deal. They're forgiving. The chicken breast and the chicken fillets are very forgiving. Oh, I'm sorry, are not forgiving. But the chicken thighs are very forgiving, because they have a lot more fat in them. So I like to cook with those, I don't know. Keep it simple, right? Make it idiot proof. Check it out though. This lovely Italian cutlet. Oh yeah. Very good. Very, very, very good. Oh yeah, check these babies out. Looking good. Looking good. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for joining us. We're having a lovely little chicken fry over here. We got the TikTok fryer. We're making some chicken a la vodka. And real soon, we're gonna do the vodka sauce. And then we're gonna jump right up in the pizza. The pizza is gonna be so freaking good. Check out our delicious Italian chicken cutlet, my friends. Oh yeah, it's gonna be very good on our pizza, right? We're gonna chop it up. Yeah. chop it up and put it on the pizza. I'm gonna do some vodka sauce. It's gonna be fantastic. There's this place that we love to get to near us, but it just costs an arm and a leg. Arm and a leg. So we're making our own, a couple extra steps, but we're gonna give it the old try. We can't be backing down. Can't be spending all this kind of money too on pizza when we can just make it at home, right? We got that at home. We can just make it at home. All right, we're at 189 over there. That's okay. We're at 202 on that one. That's okay. Like I said, these babies, they're forgiving. You just don't want them to like darken too much. You know what I mean? Darken too much. But yeah, it looks good. We didn't burn nothing. It looks fine. Some are going to be a little colors. Some will be a little lighter. Some will be a little darker. Unless you like batch cook the whole thing. But just keeping it simple. But they're all going to be delicious regardless, right? I'm not going to worry about the little details. We're just going to make a nice little family meal. We have some people in here, they get a little perturbed about the food being perfect. I'm not trying to make it perfect. I just want to make it perfect for us, right? Sometimes that's all you can get in life. It's not perfect, but it's perfect for you, or you're married. Sometimes people aren't perfect, right? But they can be perfect for you. All right, there you go. What else we got? What else we got? We got a little nug over here, a little chicken nug. There we go. Get that in there. Yeah, we'll see. All right, here we go. Got the batch number 3 coming at you guys. Thank you guys for joining. If it's your first time, hit the subscribe. Let me know where you're watching from. We're over here right by Orlando, Florida, making some nice chicken cutlets, Italian chicken cutlets. Then we're gonna cut them up real nice and thin. We're gonna put them in our pizza. Right after this, we're coming at you with vodka sauce. So that's coming at you right next. So here you go. Without further ado, let's go give our chicken a little oil bath. Ooh, yeah, is it good? My daughter likes the chicken cutlet. Okay, one of them went missing. Looks good. Okay, good. Oh yeah, it smells really good. I got the Parmesan on the in the dredge. I got the Italian herbs. It smells really good, so it's gonna be a really nice little recipe. I wouldn't exactly call this an easy recipe because there's so many steps, but this is definitely a worth one. Worthwhile investing the time in. A couple extra steps. Just make the chicken cutlets, make the vodka sauce, and then do everything normal. Aside from that.
Rafa says hi.
Hey, Rafa, how you doing? Making some nice Italian cutlet pizza. It's chicken a la vodka pizza. It's going to be delicious. Making these lovely Italian cutlets to start off with, and make our vodka sauce, and then we're going to do the pizzas. So real quick, it's going to be vodka sauce time. That's a real fun one too. Real easy to make. Made it a couple times, and every time it gets a little better. So got a little practice. Oh yeah. Want more chicken? Got my daughter over here. She's ravenous. She wants a little bit more here and there. We got kids. They're just like machines. You got to keep them fed. They eat all day, and then they find room for more. Here you go. Check this one out, my friends. Check this one out. Hold on. Check that delicious chicken out. Oh yeah. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah. Sure. Sharing is caring, right? Yes. All right, here we go. Yeah, you, my friends, if you're just joining us, give this stream a like. I would appreciate that, my friends. And just throw if you're a little shy like me, that's fine. I just appreciate you guys joining regardless. All good. Nothing wrong with being a little shy. Check out that chicken though. I might do a little dance for this chicken though. I'm a shy person myself, but this chicken definitely would make me happy. Oh yeah, a little bit longer. Looks good though. Smells really good, especially with the lovely got the cheese. Got a nice cheese up there in the dredge. That's so good. You can just make a meal out of that too, Oh yeah, smells so good, so good. All right. Well, please enjoy this chicken. 1 second. We'll grab a paper towel. When you're having fried stuff. Always good to have lots of paper towels, you know what I mean? Lots of paper towels. All right, let's see what's going on with our chicken. Chicken's looking pretty good. Check that out. Check it out. See how much it shrank? It shrank quite a bit. All right. Let's see what's up with the chicken. The temperature. This is thigh, so I'm taking it off at 180 or so. All right, no, it's at 130. No. Wait a little longer. This piece is a little bit thinner. What do we got over here? This big thick piece. Yeah, this piece over here is done, but we got this bigger this bigger fellow over here. Let's take this one off. Put this baby back on there. There we go. Let it ride maybe another minute or so. Yeah, it smells really good. Check these lovely chickens out, my friends. Having a nice little, making some nice little Italian chicken cutlets real quick. And then we're going to do our vodka sauce. And then we're coming at you with our pizza. Oh, yeah. You want another one? You know how you're going to say, no, I got to, how you going to say to the kids. There you go. Check this out, though. Check this nice Italian chicken cutlet out, my friends. Oh, yeah, the kids are loving this. So here you go. There you go. We got two different sizes over here. Here, where they come from. All right, let's see. Looks good. Oh, yeah, here we go. All right, like I said, it's great having the clean hands when you're doing this. Let's see what's up with our chicken temperature. No, it's at 162. Here you go. It's a thicker piece, so it'd be like that, right? Some are going to cook a little differently than others, but they're all going to be really good. Check it out. It's like a little bit of fried chicken. Nothing wrong with that. Check that out. Oh yeah, check that lovely chicken out. Oh yes.
It's good. Yeah.
Little snack, while we get going. Those pizzas coming fast though. Yeah, this is such a good little easy recipe. These chicken cutlets, they take a little time, but when you put them on the pizza, it's so freaking good, especially with the vodka sauce. Well, it really levels the whole thing up. All right, let's see one more time. All right, there we go. 187. Looks good. Yeah, this chicken is fantastic. We're here in chicken heaven. Whoops. Looks good. Oh, check it out. Check that out, my friends. Check out the sizzle. Oh, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. It's pretty good. Pretty good. The kids like it. It's good, right? Kids are a little picky, too. Got some kids here on the autism spectrum, so they're especially picky with some things here and there. So, for them to give the old stamp of approval, it's good. There we go. I don't want to drop the basket. Whoops. All right, here we go. Let's, like I said, you want to have more surface area on here, so you don't want it to be all flopped up in there or like folded. There you go. That should be good. Now let's do another one to counterbalance, right? It's a fun word, counterbalance. All right, here we go. We got a big old jumbo size piece over here. Let's see what we're doing. I don't know, my friend. It's a big size piece right here. Ah, shoot, it's a big boy. I don't even know how we're gonna fit these on. I gotta play a little chicken Tetris. Little chicken Tetris, the best kind of Tetris, right? We play a meat Tetris once in a while, but we've never played Italian chicken Tetris. Here we go. We got them kind of like triangles. Check that out. All right, we kind of made a little bit of a mess right there. Let's throw a little bit of the seasoning on here. See, we got a little bit of the stuff on there. Looks good. We got a little bit of the breading off that one. Just give a little pat in there.
Little baker says looks crispy and delicious.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Check it out.
Yeah.
Wish I can give you a little bit, little baker. Check those lovely chicken cutlets out. We're about to put them on a pizza, and they're going to be even more delicious. Oh yeah. All right, that's the last of the chicken. Oh, whoops. We got a straggler. We got a little straggler chicken. Here we go. Gonna give it a reunion. Here you go. There you go. Go be with your friends. Go be with your friends. All right, looks good. Get the old chicken tongs out of here. We're good there. All right, put this over here to the side. Nice having a lot of work area. Sometimes you run out of real estate, so it gets frustrating, right? Try to keep a lot of good housekeeping. That way you don't run out of room. Speaking of which, I don't know where the heck to put this thing. Here we go. I guess I'll put it over here. Guess I'll put it over here so it's not a pain in the rear, huh? Like my rhymes, my friends. I got lots of rhymes. All right, what do we got over here? Oh yeah, they're not looking quite done yet. There we go. They're getting there. That one doesn't have quite the same coating because we've kind of finagled it a little bit, but that's okay. Check these ones out. Oh yeah, and we're gonna cut these babies up. We're gonna make some nice vodka sauce. Oh yeah, these lovely little chicken nuggets. Oh yeah, this one's for me though. So good. So good. A lot of flavor. Some of those Italian breadcrumbs. Plus we put the Parmesan in there, and we put a little bit of that Italian salad dressing as well in that in the egg mixture too. So we're getting flavor everywhere. A little bit longer, a little bit longer. You know, you put the chicken in there, it kind of drops the temperature. And after a while, even though it's preheated, you know, batch after batch, you know, it gets a little bit less steady. Oh, but it smells good and it's looking exactly like we want it to look. So we're not going to worry about it. You know, all is well. Yeah, we got the nice chicken cutlets. These are coming up right now. We got a little bit of pepperoni too. You know, make some regular ones for the kids. But so good. You know, Italian chicken cutlets, vodka sauce. Best pizza you ever had. Oh yeah, look at these babies. They smell good. If you guys had a little smell vision, you guys would be in chicken heaven right now. Oh yeah, smells so good. Mmm. You know what? We like to do a Chick-fil-A copycat too, and that one's super good. But man, this one has so much flavor too. You know, there's nothing like those nice Italian seasonings. Here, let me see. Thank you. I know this is right here. I'm sweating. Oh, it's hot over here. Yeah, I'm sweating. I'm gonna be really sweating when we put those pizzas in the oven. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, putting up with me over here. I got all this stuff going on. I get a little distracted, so appreciate you guys putting up with me anyway. All right, yeah, it smells good, and this is the last hurrah for the oil. Let's check the temperature. And we want a 185 for these babies.
The Ark says chicken dance, and Handy Andy says, "What's the name of the batter you used?"
Oh, we just made our own. All we did was we got a little bit of egg, and we got a little bit of Italian salad dressing, and we got check it out, my friend. We'll break it down for you. Real easy. We got a little bit of the plain panko. We got a little bit of the Italian breadcrumbs. What else do we get? Oh, and we got a little bit of Parmesan. We blended it all up, and then we cut the chicken up. Well, we pounded the chicken up real thin, right? And then we put it in the egg mixture, and then we put it in the breadcrumb mixture with the cheese, and we put a little bit of Italian herbs there too with the dry mixture. So mixed all that up. It wasn't any kind of batter. So this is a real simple one. Check this out, though. All right, let's check the temperature. Like I was saying, we like 185, you know, for the thigh. But if we're doing breast, we'll shoot for like, you know, 165 or so. You can pull 160 and the carryover temperature. We'll take it there. All right, the 160. Like I said, that'd be perfect if we're doing breast, but we're doing thighs, and it has a lot more fat in the meat. So we want to go to 185, so it renders those fats down a little bit more. You know, I like to do all my darker meat, you know, 185. There we go. Yeah, and after the stream ends, we're going to clean up a little bit. I'm going to jump on do some Disney Speedstorm. It's a racing game, so catch me on there. My son and I might do a few laps on there, and then I'll play for a little while. Trying to get a little bit more exposure, so you know, doing some different things, and you know, prime time for it. So. Oh yeah, it smells pretty good though.
He said, "Okay." Handy Andy said, "Okay, thank you."
Yeah, I think I appreciate your support, man. Oh yeah, check these lovely chickens out though. Oh yeah, nice fried Italian chicken cutlets. All right, we're at 155. Yeah, these are slow to go, but you know, some are thicker, some are thinner. So these are the other ones 162. I want to do at least 180 before I pull them because, like I said, I want them to be nice and tender when I take a bite. You know, there's a lot of more fat in the thigh, the darker meat, so going to 185 is crucial to make it more tender. But for the fillet and the breast, totally, you know, pull it at 160. And then, you know, by the time it's you know, done cooling, it will have reached perfect temperature. Oh yeah, look at these lovely Italian chicken cutlets. We're about to chop these, and these cool fast. These are already pretty cool, you know what I mean? So we're gonna chop these babies up right after we do the vodka sauce. The vodka sauce is coming at you guys right next. And yeah, then we're gonna do our pizzas. The pizzas will be pretty fast too. And then we got a little bit of a secret surprise too for you. So stick around for that one. And a little bit of a snack between the pizzas, right? All right, let's see how we're doing over here. Looking good. Oh yeah, it smells fantastic. Like I said, we like to do a Chick-fil-A copycat too, but you know, the Italian cutlets, there is nothing like them. So they're really, really good. All right, here we go. We got 1 189. Over here we got 174. 174, a little bit longer. Just a second longer, so that's okay. Yeah, we want it to be prime, tender. We don't want it to be, chewy or anything. Because when you don't render the fat properly, it's kind of chewy. So, spend an extra 2 minutes, make it perfect. All right, let's see. Give a little dunk, But yeah, we're done cooking with the fryer. Go ahead and turn the baby off. Pull the juice. All right, there we go. Check it out. Looks pretty good, right? Little bit more brown than some of these other ones. Check it out. I would say this one's a little bit, maybe 2 shades lighter, but they're both good. They're both gonna eat real deliciously. So who cares, right? Some are a little darker. Not a problem. Oh yeah, nice, delicious chicken. All right, let that chill right there. All right, my friends. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to cut up the onion. We're gonna cut up the bell pepper, and then we're gonna make our vodka sauce. We'll have the bell pepper hanging off to the side. We don't really need. Obviously, we don't need that for vodka sauce. So go over here, baby. But yeah, these are really yummy chicken cutlets. Fire. No longer.
Sofin says hi.
Sofin?
Sofin.
Hey, what's up, Sofin? Appreciate you hanging out. Thank you for your comment. Oh yeah. Making these nice chicken cutlets right now. And then we're gonna make our vodka sauce. Check it out. Let's see. Get some money shots here for you guys. Check these babies out. Nice Italian chicken cutlets over here. We're gonna chop these babies up. We're gonna let them cool just a moment. Right now, we're gonna make our nice vodka sauce. The vodka sauce is very simple. All you need to do for this vodka sauce is cut up some onion and then put a little. Start with the olive oil, right? Put a little olive oil in there. Cook the onion down. Put some tomato paste in there. Cook that down a little bit more. Then go in there with the cream. Go in there with the vodka. Cook it all down and just let it thicken a little bit. And that's all you really need to do. It's some of the best sauce you'll ever have. Way better than the jar. Way better than the can. Stick around. I'm gonna show you that right now. But let's prep our onion real quick, and I can show you a little bit better than I can tell you about it. So stick around. All right, here we go. And yeah, we were real careful with the chicken juice, so we didn't get any chicken juice over here on the cutting board. So fear not, my friends. We're gonna have some nice pizza. Some of the best pizza you'll ever have is this stuff right here: chicken a la vodka pizza. And we already got these Italian chicken cutlets. I don't know what you guys thought I meant when I said chicken a la vodka. This is the chicken I meant, the good kind of chicken, the fried chicken, right? And the best kind is the fried kind, right? They're good grilled too, but nothing wrong with a little bit of fried chicken, especially if it's Italian and it has cheese up in the seasoning and the crust. All right, this is cooling down over here off to the side. We cooked that baby up. So, all right, like I said, I got the table behind us. We're gonna do the pizza dough in a minute. We just needed a little bit extra area. We're gonna do a couple of regular ones too. So we got these nice, lovely bell peppers. I'm thinking we'll do a yellow, do a red, and we will do our onion. We got a red onion. Where's the red onion?
Should be the bag up on the table.
Okay, we got all kind of stuff floating around all over the place. So appreciate you guys being patient. All right, here we go. Check it out. Nice, lovely onion. Nice big red one. And check it out. We got a couple of regular yellow onions too. I like the yellow onions, but the red onions are great too. So let me know what kind of favorite onions you guys have. But yeah, I would say probably for sure, these ones are my go-to. They're nice yellow. Nothing wrong with that. But the red, this is great kind of serving raw or on burgers. These ones are a little more tangy. I don't know. Maybe we'll do some kind of onion video or something in the future. The onions, nothing wrong with onion, right? I like shallots too. Shallots, they're all interesting. They all have their own uses. Okay, so we got the knife, but I used the knife on the buck box. Let me get in the knife. Oh, I have my Kiri knife here somewhere.
Says, I like this cooking show.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Rafa. Yeah, I'm a little scatterbrained, so thank you for putting up with me. I had the knife somewhere, but I misplaced it. Here it is. I found the knife. There we go. Thank you guys for putting up with me. Like I said, I get a little scatterbrained. So let's go ahead, start to do everything here quickly instead of having you guys wait on me. All right. So like I said, we are going to cut up the onion first, and then we'll do our vodka sauce, and then we'll go ahead and once we get that vodka sauce, we'll do our pizza with the cutlets too. So get everything done at the same time, and then we got a little secret surprise we're gonna come to you at in the middle. So we're gonna pop these pizzas in there, and we're gonna keep you guys busy. You're not gonna have any dead air, no boring stuff. So thank you guys for hanging out. Your first time in here, hit the subscribe button because we love cooking for you guys. We love hanging out with you guys, especially on a Friday, right? It's the best day of the week, right? Friday, in my opinion, right? Okay, so like I said, I'm scatterbrained over here. Let's do these baby onions first, and then we'll kind of just move on down the line. So get this going. Let's get right in on the action. Okay, baby, can you come over here on these onions? Are we going to come at you with some onion vision? Here we go. Got to keep you guys right in the action. Keep everything real interesting. All right, what I like to do with these onions is cut the top off, cut the bottom off. Take a layer or two off. Do as much as you want. These onions are a little fibrous, so I'm going to get a layer off. And then I don't like to throw this stuff away. I like to compost it. We got a nice garden over here. So, we'll put it back into the earth, right? We'll recycle it. And plus, when you got these babies nice and flat, they're a little safer to cut. Yeah, we got a bag of onions the other day, and these onions, they just get smaller and smaller in the bags, right? They used to be good sizes. Now it's like you're lucky to get some, like apple sizes, or, like a couple of them were like golf ball sizes. Honestly, it was crazy. And that's yellow onions, right? It's not even those pearl onions. So it's wild. Everything's so expensive, and the stuff you get is not what you want. It's all the price you want to pay. All right, let's see. Cut the onion up. Here we go. Got a couple extra layers on this one. That's okay. Not a problem. Get all these onions prepped real quick, and then we'll just go on down the line. Okay, yeah, I got the lovely big old red onion right here. You're gonna make some delicious. That pizza is gonna be so good, my friends. So, maybe some of the best pizza you could have ever had. Just needs a couple steps. We got the lovely chicken cutlets over here. We got this Italian chicken cutlets. We're gonna chop those up here momentarily, and that's gonna be like our pepperoni. We're gonna do a couple regular pizzas too. So, but that one's gonna be our rock star. I got the chicken a la vodka pizza. That just rolls off the tongue really nicely, in my opinion, and it's gonna taste even better. Going in. So, anyway, appreciate you guys being patient. It's a process. Rome's not built in a day. Neither is some delicious pizza. So, thank you guys. And you're just joining us, and you need to run. Make sure you hit the subscribe, and then we're gonna come back, and we're gonna do a recipe update in the description. So if you guys have any questions or anything, we're just check back in the recipe or check back in the description. A couple of days, we're gonna update it. We'll do chapters, so you guys can kind of continue where you left off. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep everything going. Let's do what I like to do with these guys is kind of just get the hilt of the knife and just kind of go right there in the middle, and then let's see, there's a lot of different ways to do it, right? A lot of different ways. And then just kind of make some kind of opening on the back, kind of roll it out like this. Check that out. We got a little bit of seeds up, and they're not too bad, but I don't know, they're all a little different. This one kind of like a jack-o'-lantern, right? All right. Yeah, we got one a few weeks ago. It had mold up inside of there. So I guess as soon as it was done, I guess it was left out or something. You got to refrigerate this stuff. So that kind of things happen. All right, there we go. Pound that in there. Kind of do the same right here. That's what I like to do. Let me know how you guys like to do your bell peppers. Lots of different ways, right? All right, and then what I like to do is just kind of get these fibers off here. That looks good. It'll kind of go down the line here. Yeah, these fibers, they taste really green. They don't taste like sweet. So just get rid of them. Get these seeds up out of there, Yeah, we compost these, then a couple months later, got all these sprouts, everything. So you never know what's in there. Got jalapenos. All right, check these lovely, lovely peppers out. I love the green one. I mean, I love the red ones. The green ones are kind of grassy. I like the red ones, like the yellow ones. There's even chocolate bell peppers. I've never tried one of those ones though. Yeah, those ones look pretty good. And there's a Cajun bell too. We tried growing those, but where we are, it's a real fickle kind of place. Plus, we got all kinds of bugs trying to attack all the veggies. So, it's kind of hit or miss. We're doing eggplant though. The eggplant's doing great. So we're gonna be coming at you guys with some nice fried eggplant here soon. We get when we get the harvest. Um, all right, so yeah, we got these nice looking bell peppers. Looks good. Check it out. Got all the fibers removed. We got the red. Let's go ahead and do the yellow now. All right, here we go. And we're just gonna do everything knife wise right now, and then we'll do our vodka sauce, and then we'll jump back over to the pizza. We'll do the dough, and then by the time we do the dough or get finished with it, the vodka sauce should have cooled down. So we'll see how good we can get our timing. Yeah, it's always fun when you're cooking, right? It's one thing to cook, but having all the dishes finish at the same time, that's a real hard thing to do, right? Because you can cook this and cook that, but then when you get your timing right, and that's the real art, in my opinion, right? If this is ready, then start this. That's the tricky part. And I'm real hopeful. I'm kind of, I don't like to admit it, but I'm late frequently. It's because I'm always hopeful about being on or being able to beat traffic or this or that. So, I don't know. Okay, got these babies up. I got these nice yellows, got the reds, and the yellow's pretty clean. There wasn't too much stuff in there. Same with that. Oh, we got one more little bit. Let's clean up this one, and then we'll kind of get down to business, if you guys know what I mean. All right. Get these fibers up in here. All right. And happy Friday, you guys. You guys have any cool weekend plans or anything, let me know. All right, there we go. Got these nice bell peppers. Got a yellow one, a red one. We like to usually do mushrooms too. Forgot the mushrooms on this one. That's okay. But what we're gonna do on the chicken a la vodka pizza, it's gonna be just the Italian chicken cutlets, and it's gonna be the vodka sauce and the cheese. It's gonna be not gonna add any extra toppings to that one. We're gonna do some fun other ones though. Anyway, let's go ahead and cut this up. Let's see. All right, let's see more manageable pieces. All right, we'd like to do a deep dish style too, so that one's always fun. But I don't think we're gonna just stick to some regular ones today. We got a lot of dough though, so we'll see what happens. We might have to be do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We'll see. Got a lot of dough. All right, we got these lovely yellows we're cutting up. We're gonna jump over to our onion here in a moment. All right, yeah, there we go. Yeah, you do these ones as big as you want, as small as you want. These are going to shrink a lot, like maybe 50%, 60%. There's so much water in these things. So when you cook them, you really, take a lot of the volume down on them. All right, there we go. These nice bell peppers. And you got to incorporate some veggies up there when you're doing your pizza. You can do this or that, but you got to do a little bit of veggies here and there, especially for the kids, kind of sneak up in there. All right, got these lovely peppers. All right, got a little bit of this done. There we go. Moving on down the line. Now we're making progress, right? All right. You're just joining for the first time, hit the subscribe button. We're doing the lives a couple times a week. Plus, we're doing the regular video drops as well, so we got a little bit of everything for you guys. We just did a nice lemon cake, from House of the Dragon. Really easy one, really tasty too. Uses lemon on top. You could do candy lemon too, but we just kept it simple. We sliced the lemon real thin. Check that one out if you haven't already. Give that recipe a try. It's so easy, so simple, especially with the glaze. The glaze is super easy in there. It's a little sugar, a little lemon juice. That's all you really need. But yeah, this one right here, it's gonna be a really nice little pizza here in a moment, my friends. My wife made some sourdough pizza dough for me, and she does the sourdough, and yeah, it's gonna be really good. The sourdough has a lot of flavor to it. Plus, it has an innate kind of sourness, so it's definitely one of the best pizzas you can have. The sourdough, in my opinion. Okay, here we go. Got these nice pieces. You can make these thick. You can make these thin. You do you. Okay, here we go. Got the lovely red. Nothing is as beautiful as a nice red bell pepper, right? It looks good, nice and tasty. Oh yeah. Ah, there we go. Nice Friday night. Let me know what you guys are up to. Let me know where you're watching from. We're over here right by Orlando, Florida. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got the red now. We got the yellow. We got the red. Then we're gonna do our onion. We'll do the vodka sauce in just a moment. We're gonna jump over to the stove. We're just gonna cut these babies up real quick so that way we get all of our veggies prepped. So thank you guys for joining. Your first time hanging out with us, hit the subscribe button and let me know where you're watching from. Just say hey. Anything is good for the algorithm. It kind of goes out to more people. So I appreciate you guys. Even if you're shy, I'm kind of shy too, so I don't blame you guys. But you want to just throw a one or something in the comments, we won't pick on you, but it would help out a lot. So I appreciate that. And then give it a like too. Give this live a like. Appreciate you guys. Oh, a little bit over there. All right, here we go. Got some nice little long pieces. That's okay. Gonna dice them up. And we're gonna dry some of these off too, because these ones, they have a lot of water in them too. So you want to kind of just wring some of that water out of them. All right, there we go. Like I said, you can kind of go to town on these guys. You can leave them thick. Do however you want. All right, we got our nice colors over here. Now we are going to go ahead and do our onion. You got the onion right here. Can you plug your thing in?
For what?
Just so you have it.
It's like 7 something.
Oh, it's okay. Great. Okay, yeah, we don't want to have the phone die over here. Doing the nice live streams. It's fun doing the lives, hanging out with you guys. Nothing like doing lives. We do the videos, we do the shorts, but the lives are a little different. Lets us have a little bit of interaction. So appreciate you guys, all the new supporters, all the old supporters. Thank you so much. It really means the world to me. You guys support and liking this and commenting. Really, 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 truly. Anyway, so let's cut up the onion and then we'll cut it real thin. We're gonna do our nice vodka sauce. But the key to this, in my opinion, is to get these onions sliced really, really small. So when you cook them, they basically they break down really, really good. If you leave big chunks in there, they're not going to break down that well. So cut it really, really thin is the key. So let's get a little bit more surface area to work with. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and put this on some paper towels. So that way we can dry these off. Like I was saying, you want everything kind of dry when you're doing these pizzas because moisture and liquid are your enemies. So have everything dry. That way, your pizza doesn't get soggy or it takes longer to cook. Having everything dry is the way to go. Okay, yeah, and you guys don't have, we have these pizza stones, little ceramic deals. definitely a game changer. You know, we started doing these as like calzones at home. You know, where I was working at, it was a salesman. He said he used to like entertain guests, and he'd have them over, and they'd make all their own calzones or something at the table, and they had a pizza stone. And I kind of got the itch after that, and you know, they're great just for regular pizzas too. The calzones are fun, but you know, they take too long. You know, you got to make, you know, 50, you know, by the time, you know, at the same time that makes you take like, you know, 20 pizzas. So, you know, a lot more labor intensive. The calzones can be fun though too, especially stromboli. Stromboli is great to do too. But anyway, we started doing it after that. So, you know, kind of been evolving since then. So, okay, we got these scraps over here. Let's get rid of these scraps. Um, let's see. Excuse me, my friends. You know, we got to do a little bit of housekeeping here. You know, got this stuff, keep everything clean, and we're gonna compost all these nice, these little bits of bell pepper, bits of onion. We're gonna compost them in our garden, so that way, you know, we kind of keep the circle of life going, right? You know, put it in there, break down, you know, rots, and you know, then we're gonna grow it, and you know, the same nutrients that broke down, we're gonna go right back into our food. Anyway, let's get to cooking or chopping these onions up. You know, let's get these. Let's see. Let's go ahead and cook the or chop this big boy up. Let's kind of go. Actually, let's try this. Let's give this a try. Let's first of all, I like to chop it. Let's chop it right. Like, you know, there's a few different ways you can chop onion. Let's go ahead and do this one for this one, and then we can kind of get it real nice and diced here. Let's see. Kind of make some cuts and. Let's see, maybe like this. Try two different ways here. Let's see. There we go, real thin, and we'll kind of come back, do a little bit more. And we're going to use this in our nice vodka sauce. Oh yeah, we'll kind of come back in a minute. We'll dice all that stuff up. Got a couple different sizes in there. That's okay. If you're joining us for the first time, hit that subscribe, my friends. Let me know where you're watching from. We're over here right by Orlando, Florida. All right, chop these babies up. Get them real nice and thin for our vodka sauce.
Are you gonna use that one in the vodka sauce?
Yeah, then put these ones on the pizza, and then whatever else we have left over, we could just, you know, use for whatever. Or you want me to put these ones on the? Oh. Yeah, that vodka sauce is going to be really, really yummy, really, really easy. It's not nearly as difficult as it sounds. So you could be making your own, and it's just fantastic. You know, it has a lot of flavor. So give me a second. We'll get over there. We'll get all into that. Check out this nice chicken cutlet. So check these babies out. They probably cooled down quite a bit. So should be good to chop those up here shortly as well. All right, there we go. A nice red onion. Oh yeah. All right, yeah, it's a little tedious, but you know, the finer you can chop this stuff, the better it's going to break down. You know, the better it's going to taste in the sauce. You have those big pieces, they're not going to break down as good. So just chop them, chop them, chop them. And thank you guys for your patience. All right, here we go. just a couple more times, we should be good. You know, we got a couple thick pieces, but yeah, you know, you don't want to take forever on it, right? There's a limit, right?
What is it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, those chicken cutlets we just made, they smell so good, my friends. It's gonna be really good with that vodka sauce and the pizza. Gonna be fantastic. Gonna be some of the best pizza. All right, check it out. So, you know, we want them real small. Like I said, when we do the vodka sauce, it's gonna break them down real good. All right. Got these babies nice and chopped up, real nice and small. Oh yeah, check those out. Those are looking good. Now let's do. Let's see. We just do 2 of these other onions and then kind of set the other one aside. You know, we're on the we're probably gonna make do a live tomorrow on the barbecue. So keep one over here ready for the grill. You know, clean the grates. So stay tuned for that one as well. But yeah, so what I like to do with these onions is go right there down the middle and then set them down. You know, when you have a nice flat onion, you can't wiggle around, so it's a safer kind of onion. You know what I mean? So again, over here, we're gonna cut it right down the middle like that. Set them down. And we can do a little thicker on these ones. These ones are going to be on our pizza. So, you know, just kind of do whatever your preference is. I'm going to just maybe do, shoot, I don't know. Let's see, do a couple ones like this. A couple different sizes. It's kind of easy that way. That way when we cut them, they're already cut for us. Here, check it out. Watch the old fingers there, right? All right, got these nice white onions or these nice yellow onions. These yellow onions, we got them in a bag. They just get smaller and smaller. I swear, it's crazy. All right, here we go. Yeah, you definitely want to be able to see so you get some stuff up in there in your knife. Just flick it aside. Stop what you're doing. All about preserving the digits, right? You know, you could be fast in the world as you know, Speedy Gonzalez, but you want to have all the fingers by the time you finish, right? And it's not a race, you know, unless you want it to be. All right, there we go. And this is going to go to our pizza, so we're not worried about them breaking down as much, right? So we're going to just, we're just going to leave some of them a little thicker. Okay, yeah, just do some slits. You know, like leave this piece intact. Don't cut all the way through, and then just come over here, and then you'll kind of get some little bit of, you know, shortcut like that. You like the onion? You make some nice pizza in a moment. No, watch out. You don't want to eat the onion.
I love onion.
You can have this piece. There you go. My daughter over here. She's over here, you know, front row seat in the audience. So cheering me on. I appreciate all you guys cheering me on as well. Thank you guys for all the support, all the new subscribers, all the you know, the OG subscribers. Thank you guys. All I appreciate all of you. It's a little spicy. It's a hot tamale, or it's a spicy meatball. All right, moving on down the onion line. Okay, here we go, my friends, and we're almost done with our onions. We're gonna have we'll be rolled right into that pizza in a moment. Thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you for your patience. You know, a little bit of a process. Plus, you know, while we're doing this, we can kind of fire up the live too, right? So, a little double-edged sword.
Yeah, I was, but I'm not. Okay.
All right, here we go. These, you know, just do it as safely as you feel comfortable with. So, the last little bit, just do it easy. All right, there we go. Looks pretty good, huh? Maybe we'll do a couple. Let's see. Maybe we'll do a couple on our pizza and a couple. We'll kind of mix them a little bit of vodka sauce, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let's see. But we'll do a little bit of white onion in there too, or yellow onion. And then I don't think we need all the onion. You see all this? We got a copious amount of onion. You see all this onion, my friends? That's a lot of onion. So I think we won't use all the onion, or else we're going to need different ratios, right? You know, we don't want to overload it on one thing, because then we're kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul by doing that. All right, looks good. I think we're ready to go. Check it out. We got our nice onion over here. Let me go ahead and hold on. Let's go ahead and fire up. Okay, fire up the. We're using a nice stainless steel saucepan over here. we're gonna just go ahead and heat the stove up real quick, and then we're gonna transfer. So we're gonna make it real easy though. We're not gonna have a bunch of jerkiness like we had last time we were practicing earlier. So appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and scoop up the onion. Why don't you go over there real quick, and I'll be right back. Just do it real slowly, but you keep no, I'm not on the counter. All right, my friends, thank you. We're gonna just go over. We're gonna make the vodka sauce. So now it's vodka time. So let me scoop up all this onion, and the stove's heating up. So I will be right over there, and we're gonna make our nice vodka sauce, and then we're gonna move right over here to our pizza. We already got the chicken cutlet prepped. We got our onion all chopped up. We got everything ready to go pretty much, and we got the stove heated up. Let's see. We got a copious amount of onion, and we'll use the rest of our onion on the pizza or close to it. All right, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Appreciate you guys' patience with the camera angles and all that. Sometimes it can be a pain in the butt, especially when you're on live TV or live YouTube, whatever you want to call it. Let's go ahead and get our nice oil over here. We got this nice tomato paste. Got the good stuff. Cooking with some really tasty stuff tonight, my friends. We got the nice graza, got the sizzle, got the nice vodka over here. Got the red, white, and blue vodka. There we go. God bless America. We got the good vodka. I got it on sale. Well, it's not good, but it's not bad either. Kind of middle ground. So yeah, we got this heated up. We're getting that preheated up, and while that's happening, we are going to get our can opener, because we got this stuff. Everything is in a can opener nowadays, right? So that is. Here, where's the can opener, baby? It should be in the. It might be involved in the. All right, let's see where we are. Let's check for the Leidenfrost effect. When these surfaces get heated up, we want the water to dance. You see that? That's called the Leidenfrost effect. That's exactly what we want to see. So let's go ahead and turn this down to 7. It was at on high, so. Going to go ahead and do our onion real quick. There we go. Going to be some noise here real quick. I may have added the oil before all the water evaporated. That's okay. Okay, watch out. My daughter over here is being a little nosy. All right, here we go. But yeah, just let the oil glisten. We dumped a bunch of oil in there. I should have waited just a moment longer. That's okay. Yeah, it looks good. Let's go ahead and dump that oil up in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, that smells so good. Yes. Yes. Nothing smells like some delicious onion hitting that nice hot oil. Am I right? It smells out of this world. Okay, here we go. Fold up on there. There we go. Get all the onion coated up in that nice. Okay, sure. Coated up in the oil. There we go. Looks good. Very nice. Yeah, gonna cook this down a little bit. There we go. Now go ahead and turn the heat up just a smidge. But yeah, it smells really good. Nothing quite like, onion, right? It smells so good. Got a little bit of garlic over here. Got some garlic paste in the fridge. We're gonna wait till this gets heated up. That way we don't, get it too hot. This is gonna be some really easy vodka sauce. All we're gonna do is we're gonna cook these onions down, and we're gonna reduce them, and then we are going to go ahead in here with some vodka. We're going to go in here with some vodka. We're going to let the alcohol boil off. We're going to go in there with our cream, and it's that simple, my friends. We a little bit of salt, but it's a lot easier than you think, and it's 100 times better than the jar or the can. It's just out of this world, and the vodka sauce you make at home is way better than the stuff at the store. So, like I said, there's just one we got a few weeks ago. We got a buy one get one at Publix. And it honestly isn't that great. We got this one. It's just, I don't know. It's not that good. This is the one we're making right now is going to be 100 times better, and it's cheaper to make too. So I don't know. Everything's getting more expensive, and the quality's sucking on it. So we got a bad combination. It's one thing if it gets more expensive, but it's better. But we're going in the wrong direction over here. Oh yeah, here we go. There's lovely onions. The onions, they got a lot of. You got a lot of moisture, just kind of want to go nice and steady. We don't want to just, instantly cook the whole thing. So You know, we're over here at 7.5. Okay, here you go. You guys hear some weird noise. The old kids are getting some ice in the background, so all is well. Okay. Oh yeah, it smells really good. Just keep an eye on it. Keep it moving. Keep it grooving. Don't let it sit too long in one spot. Oh yeah. Yeah, just let it. And this is why I like to cut it so thin, because when you cut it real thin like this, it cooks down a lot better. When you leave big chunks of onion, it takes forever to break down. It smells fantastic. While this is doing its thing, now is a great time to get our tomato paste opened up. I'm thinking we only need 1 can, but all you need is the tomato paste, onion, vodka, cream. Really, really simple. This is a really, really great recipe. Definitely one to remember. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's open this baby up. We don't need it yet, but we're getting close. So we don't want to be caught off guard. Oops. Yeah, you guys are joining us the first time, hit that subscribe button. We love cooking for you guys, and you know, the more the merrier. All right, here we go. We're gonna open both sides so that way it just slips right out. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, that smells fantastic. Oh yeah, like I said, and you know, I love these corner spoons because in this saucepan, you know, you got some 90-degree angles, right? When you're just using the rounded spoon, you're gonna end up missing a few bits like that, you know. But you got this nice 90-degree spoon. Great little purchase. I think there's like $4 or $5 on Amazon. Nice teak wood corner spoon. Very, very helpful. Oh, it smells so good. Oh yeah. Yeah, this onion is just kind of turning to mush, so all that moisture in it is kind of cooking it from the inside out too. Oh, but it smells so good. We use a little bit of fancy oil, the graza, some really, really good stuff. A little expensive, but you know, it's definitely worth it. Tastes a lot different. There's also this stuff too. This is great stuff in dips or things you don't need to heat up. This has so much flavor. But yeah, we're just using the other one today. You know, when you use really good ingredients, you know, each layer adds value. So you know, at the end, when you keep using good ingredients, it's all going to taste a lot better than, you know, you guys are using, you know, the real cheap stuff. But you know, there's nothing wrong with getting it from Walmart. While we're on that subject, you know, there are a lot of times Walmart will just rebrand other companies, and it's honestly the same thing, or you know what I mean. So don't judge a book by its cover either. Oh, there we go. It smells really good. Yeah, you know, the stainless steel could be a little tricky, but you know, when I'm cooking with it, I like to start off on high and then kind of bring it down to 7 or 8 or so, you know, about 75% or so, and then just be mindful of the temperature. Be mindful of what you're cooking. This is gonna be really, really good. Yeah, we did some pizzas a few weeks ago, and it was actually the frozen kind of pizzas, and all we did was we let them get de-thawed, and we got a square pie tin or a square baking sheet, and let them de-thaw. And we put some of this vodka sauce right there in there. We kind of made it a Detroit style frozen pizza. So yeah, but yeah, the recipe, we've just been playing with the recipe. It's a really fun one, really easy one. Oh yeah. Onion smells so good. Yeah, here in a moment, folks, we're gonna really get into the nitty gritty with these the pizzas. You know, thank you for your patience. We got the chicken fried. That chicken, oh yeah, the girls love the chicken. The you know, kids running around. I appreciate you guys. You know, it's a little loud in here, so all is well. You guys hear any crazy noises or screaming? You know, it'd be like that sometimes, right? You know, kids are home for summer. Summer is almost over. Almost over. You know, the kids are just eating up the whole house. So yeah, we got a couple of recipes for you guys if you are, you know, you guys want to check out some nice budget meals for the kids. You know, got some sheet pan nachos, got some enchilada casserole, easy enchiladas, lots of cool stuff. We got a chicken enchilada, we got a beef enchilada, we got tacos, we got the seafood, we got the desserts, we got all that good stuff. So you're bound to find something. Oh yeah, here we go. And these onions are sweated down quite a bit, so we're almost ready to add our tomato paste right up in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the tomato paste. Let the tomato paste cook just a moment, then put the vodka right up in there, and then we're gonna add our cream. So we got this nice heavy whipping cream over there. We're going to add about a cup or so of vodka, and we're going to add about a cup or so of this cream. So it should all come together very nicely. But yeah, we're almost ready to go. You know, we got to take our time with the vodka sauce. Oh yeah, it smells so good though. Oh yeah, check it out. Check it out, my friends. And let me know what you guys think about this angle. This is kind of a new angle for us, but we just didn't want to fool around with the angles and everything on the tripod. So appreciate you guys' patience. No, I'm good with that. Anyway, these onions, you know, you just want to caramelize them just a little bit, but not to where it starts to stick to the pan. Oh yeah. Yeah, these onions smell so good. We got a little bit of different kind of onions. We got a little bit of purple. We got a little bit of yellow. Coming together, it smells fantastic. You know, those kind of both add some nice notes to the sauce. Okay, all right. Let me know what you guys are up to. Your first time in here. You already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Got some stuff coming at you too next week. Got some fun stuff. Okay, yeah, probably do a barbecue live tomorrow. Oh yeah, here we go. Almost ready, my friends. We just want to be perfect timing with our onions. You know, taking a little longer than I'd hoped for, but you know, it's like that sometimes, right? Okay. Get this nice tomato paste ready to go. I think we're about there. I'll give it one more mix. Give it one more moment, and then we'll go ahead and add our paste up in there. And you see how it's nice and kind of breaking down. Yeah, that's why I wanted it nice and small, because the smaller it is, the faster it breaks down. So yeah, it smells really, really good. We're going to add a little bit of salt in there, just to kind of bring the last little bit of moisture out in those onions. With some nice Himalayan salt.
Careful with that can. Careful with the can.
Oh yeah, I will. There we go. Got the lovely onion over here. Got the nice Graza olive oil. We're about to get this nice vodka sauce. And see, after I added that salt, it already became more liquidy. So you see that? See how fast that works? There we go. Draws out those moistures very quickly, especially when it's warm. Oh yeah, here we go. Just get all those flavors. Just kind of get it right back into itself. There we go. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah, see how much it shrank down too. This was basically a kind of full on the bottom, but you see how much volume we lost? At least 30-40%, I would say. All right, here we go. Got these nice onions over here. Let's go ahead and add our nice tomato paste. Let's see how this works. Here we go. Come on, get out of there. You know how it is with these things. They can be a pain. All right, let me get the old butter knife. See if that'll help us. All right, maybe this one. Maybe this one will help. Let's see. All right, yeah, these onions, just kind of getting a little extra cooked. That's okay. Very nice. Oh, it smells so good, my friends. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Let me know what you guys are up to. All right, try to get this nice tomato sauce out of here. Sometimes it just slides out. Whoops, that's okay. Sometimes it just slides out, but it wants to be stubborn, right? Come on, man. There we go. Oops, that's okay. Made a little bit of a mess. That's okay. You never know what's going to happen on live, right? Got to keep it interesting, right? We had all this planned already. All right, get this little chunk. We got a little chunk over here. So put that back over here. Put that right up in there. There we go. And that's so good. This is just some really concentrated tomato sauce. Really, really good. Try to get it all in here. We're using the big can. We got all these onions. We're gonna do a little bit of cream. We're gonna do a little vodka. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a nice little mix right here. There we go. And we're not gonna wait long. We are gonna wait a moment to add our vodka. You let this kind of become viscous. Let it break down a little bit. Oh yeah. It smells so good with those. Onions, and then all the acidity too from the tomato paste is going to cook. It's going to break down the tomato or the onion a little bit more as well. Oh no, not yet. I will. There we go. Yeah, just let it, just give it a second. No, not a problem. If we make any, bottom, we get any fond on the bottom, we're going to deglaze with our vodka. So, let's go ahead and get the vodka ready. This is the real easy part. I love making these vodka sauces. They're so simple. All you do is get your onion nice and diced, real thin, and you put the tomato sauce in there, cook it down a little bit, add a little bit of vodka, add a little bit of heavy cream, add a little salt and pepper to taste. It is 100% way better than the stuff you buy in the jar or in the can. It is so easy and it is just fantastic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is about the consistency you want. So we're going to go ahead and add the vodka here in a moment. There we go. But we want to just cook the tomato sauce into these onions just a moment. Just a moment. Let it caramelize just a smidge, And plus all the acidity from the tomato kind of cooks the onion a little bit more as well, on the chemical level. But that should be good. That should be good. Go ahead and kind of freehand it. We're going to go ahead and add, about half a cup. Let's see. Yeah, because we got a lot of onion. We put the big can of tomato sauce in there. So check back on the description, my friends. We're going to go ahead and update it, and we're going to show you the full recipe. This is from another one of our recipes when we did a pizza upgrade with some vodka sauce. But yeah, stay tuned. We're going to update the description. You guys are interested in giving this a try at home, and it's super easy. There's lots of different variations. I think we're going to add a little bit more. You see how it's still a little super. It's going to add a little bit more. You just kind of go along, and this stuff evaporates real quickly, Add a copious amount of vodka in there, and like I said, it'll just kind of boil off, so no problem. It doesn't even taste like vodka at the end. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna cook. We're gonna just get a nice texture over here. Maybe we'll actually do a little bit more, and then we're gonna add a nice heavy cream up in there. Kind of go for the viscosity you want. Maybe go a little bit more in there. There we go. We got a good amount of onion up in there, so it kind of threw a wrench in our typical ratio, but just kind of go with it. Gotta go with the heart, measure with the heart. That's what we like to do. We like to keep it interesting. All right, yeah. Once your vodka sauce stops smelling like booze, that's when it's ready to go. And then we got the pizzas over here. We got the oven preheated. We're ready to go. We're about to get our chicken olive vodka. I'm sorry, getting tongue-tied over here, all these words. Chicken olive vodka pizza. We're about to get it fired up. But we got to get the booze out of this sauce. Oh, yeah, it looks really good.
Says hi.
Hey, what's up, James? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, going to add the cream in a moment. We just want to make sure all the booze is out of this sauce. Ooh, that's good, but it can get you drunk. This sauce can still get you drunk, so let it cook a little bit longer. Ooh, that's a spicy meatball. Spicy sauce. But yeah, once you cook all that alcohol off of here, that vodka taste is basically gone. All vodka is water and ethanol. There's not any flavor really to vodka at all, so it doesn't leave any residual flavor aside from the sweetness. But yeah, let the booze just boil off, and then we're gonna add a nice about a half a cup to 1 cup of the cream. We'll see. Our ratio kind of got a little screwed up, but just go towards the color you want. We like a little bit more of like a pinkish, but play with the recipe. It's very versatile, and this is you see all we did was we cooked those onions. We added in tomato paste, and added in a little vodka. And now, let's see. Let's give it a test. Boil all the booze off of here before you add your cream. It still smells like booze, though. Yeah, you just got to be patient with it. Keep stirring it. Sure. Keep stirring this baby up. And then, when it sobers up a little bit, wink, wink, you pour the cream up in there. And then when it does boil off, you can go ahead and turn the temperature off, too, because at that point, it's not going to take long. It'll thicken up real fast. Oh, yeah, but this is really good stuff, my friends. Really way better making it at home than buying it from a jar. All that crap they put in jars, who knows what you're even eating half the time. But this stuff is so easy to make at home. All you need is a little vodka, a little onion, a little cream, salt and pepper. And, you can kind of make it your own, too. Put a little spice in there if you want. Do this however you want. It's a super simple one, but just make sure you get all the booze off of the sauce before you add the cream. Let's see. I think it's a little better. Let's see. Okay, it's perfect. Perfect. It's not going to get us drunk anymore. So now it's perfect. All right, let's go ahead and turn the temperature off. And we got some residual heat from the stove. So we're real close to the end, my friends. Well, at least for the sauce bit, right? Now we're about to go into the pizza. So we got 3 parts here, my friends. We opened up with the chicken. Now we're doing the sauce. Now we're going to do the pizza. So thank you guys for sticking around. Your first time hanging out with us, hit the subscribe button. If it's not your first time, thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys. Appreciate the regular viewers. I really do appreciate you guys. The channels are fun, but it's the people watching it that make a channel for what it is. So I truly do appreciate all you guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button because we're not stopping anytime soon. Anytime soon, we're trying to get the best kind of videos out here soon. And then after the stream, I don't know if you guys are interested, we're going to jump on. Me and my son are going to play the Disney Speedstorm. We're going to do some racing on there. Super fun little game. Nice, wholesome Disney characters on there. Really cool, kind of like Mario Kart, but with like the Disney version. Really cool little playthrough. Try to get a little bit more exposure. Everyone loves the video games, right? So try to jump up on there. Try to maybe bring some video game people over here. Teach them some recipes, right? Maybe get them on the lives. Some of them get a little crazy though, so we'll see. Got to do a little extra moderating, right? If we get some of those characters in here. But anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out, especially those ones that have watched a couple times. All right, see this sauce? You can do the sauce as much as you want, as far as the level. But I want a little bit, tiny bit more pinkish. What do you guys think? But this sauce smells so good. And this is why I wanted to take it off the heat, because it has enough heat, residual from the surface as well as the pan. It kind of just, it'll thicken up. This has a lot of fat in it too, so it's not like milk where it's a lot of water. There's not much water in here. There's a lot of fat. All right, check this out. Oh yeah, get the sauce. Give the sauce a little bit of love. Imbue the sauce with the love. The love will shine through. This is some good stuff, my friends. Check it out. Let's go in with the taste test. Check this beautiful sauce out. Look at that. We got this sauce vision. Oh yeah, this is some good stuff. Good eats, my friends. Let me. Oh, sorry, my friends. Apologies. Got some crappy internet, so it's unpredictable. Thank you guys for putting up with me. Oh my gosh, that's so good. But yeah, we totally boiled all the booze flavor off of that, so it doesn't even taste like vodka anymore. But what you end up with is a lot of residual sugar in there. It's so creamy. It's so delicious. But you know what? It needs some salt. It totally needs some salt. Let's salt this baby up. Maybe like, I don't know, half a teaspoon. Let's see. This is some freaking delicious sauce, though. You got to salt it up as you want. I don't think we're going to do any pepper. I think we're just going to do a little salt. Keep it pure. Keep the onion. Keep the vodka. Keep the tomato sauce. Thank you. All right, let's see. I know you put that in there. Give it a little extra salt, right? Bam, a little extra flavor. There we go. A little extra sauce. Oh, yeah. A little extra salt. All right, check that out, my friends. It almost looks like a butter chicken sauce. Check that out. This is some really easy stuff. Like I said, all we did is cook the onion. We just added tomato sauce. After we reduced it a little bit, we added vodka. We added a little bit of the cream. And now we added a little bit of the salt up in there. Check this lovely. This is our vodka sauce right here. This is going to go on our. It's going to go on our chicken cutlets. This is going to be the lifeblood of our chicken a la vodka pizza. So over here, let's transition, my friends. We got everything done over here. Let's go over here. Let's do the pizza. Now it's pizza time. Yeah, come over here. You can do right here, I guess. All right, my friends, we got a new angle for you this time. We got Pizza Vision. Pizza Vision. We got everything prepped over here. Check it out. We got this nice vodka sauce. We just whipped the vodka sauce up. Where's that chicken at?
Oh, it's in the microwave.
It's in the microwave. Okay, let me walk through here. Excuse me, my friends. Here we go. All right, now we got the oven preheated at 425. It's been preheating a while. So check it out. We got these lovely chicken cutlets, chicken Italian cutlets. We're going to cut these babies up and we're gonna put them on the pizza. This is gonna be chicken a la vodka pizza.
Abel says, what time is dinner? I'm on my way from Australia.
Oh, Abel, I wish you could join me, my friend. I'd give you a nice feast over here. We're over here in right by Orlando, Florida. But yeah, I appreciate your kind words, my friend. Yeah, I wish they would kind of develop some kind of like a smell-o-vision at least. You know, I don't think that would be too hard of a task, honestly. You know, with some of the other stuff we got going on. So anyway, we got the fun bit now, my friends. Now we're about to go into pizza heaven. Check it out. My wife made this sourdough pizza dough earlier. So we're going to go ahead and clear the table. We're going to put a little bit of flour down, and we're going to get into the fun bit. But I just wanted to show you guys, look at this. Some of these are a little brown. That's okay. You know, it's a lot of flavor. Nothing wrong with it. A lot of deliciousness. Check that out. About to be in chicken heaven. A chicken a la vodka pizza. Some of the best pizza you'll ever have in your life. And my friends, if you don't have time to finish the full stream, hit that subscribe button, and we're going to update the description. So if you guys want to check back in a day or two, we'll have all the steps and all the recipes we use. We're going to put that in the description. So you guys want to repeat anything, we're gonna make it real easy for you guys. But you know, we like to use the tool on there. It helps us break down the chapters a little easier than going through the whole thing, you know, second by second. So it just takes a day or two to process. So anyway, stick around for right now. We're going to be, you know, getting our workstation prepped. And apologies, I'm a little scatterbrained over here, my friends. Thank you for putting up with me anyway.
A little bit of bird chicken makes it taste really good.
That's what I think, you know, a little bit. And then, you know, they're all a little bit different color. You know, some will be a little darker, some will be a little lighter, but they're all delicious, right? Nothing wrong with a little bit of variety. All right. Let me wash the old hands real quick, and then we'll get into our dough. We'll flip that baby over, make a little mound of flour, put a little bit of cornmeal up in there, and then we'll have some fun making the pizza dough, I think. I don't know if I'm going to toss it up in the air. We'll see. I like to kind of roll it with a rolling pin. We'll see.
Oh, you have the rolling pin?
You got the rolling pin right here. Let me know what you guys like to do. I honestly like to flour. I honestly like to just use the rolling pin. That's what I'm fond of doing. Well, let me dry my hands real quick. That way, when I get that flour, you know, when you're doing these things, it's good to have nice dry hands, right? Nice dry hands, so you don't, you know, all the flour doesn't stick to your fingers and all that, right? All right, I'm going to go ahead and use. All right, we got some nice bread flour over here. It's bread flour, right?
Yes.
We've got the bread flour. We like to use the bread flour. It has a little bit more protein. And this is all visible, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Apologies, my friend. This is a brand new angle for us. Let me know how you like this angle. We brought the table over here because we're doing pizzas. So, you know, you need all the room you can get when you're freaking doing pizzas, right? So this is table vision, okay? So let me know how you guys like this one. But check out this vodka sauce. Oh, yeah. Look at that beautiful color, my friends. That is what we wanted to see, you know, and the stuff you make at home is way better than the stuff you buy at the store. We're using all homemade ingredients on this one, baby. Check it out. Okay, check out these lovely chicken cutlets. This plus pizza is going to be like phenomenal, you guys. Stick around. Appreciate you guys hanging out. If it's your first time, hit that subscribe button. But yeah, let me get a little cornmeal down. I like to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I don't think we have much cornmeal. Like I said, I like to do a little cornmeal down. I think we're a little low on the cornmeal. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have much left. Don't have much left at all, but that's okay. I like to do a little bit of cornmeal. Sometimes I'll do breadcrumbs. Do you have the breadcrumbs, sweetheart? Okay. We got a little panko. We'll do a little panko, and we'll do a little flour. We'll do a little blend. Let me know if you guys, you know, do the pizza at home. Let me know what you guys like to do. I like to do breadcrumbs too, and then the flour, you know, kind of jump around a little bit. Makes the bottom really nice and crispy. And then we're going to fold it a couple of times too. All right, now check this out, my friends. Got this nice, lovely dough. Got the sourdough. Let's see. There we go. Let's take it out. See, no stick. It's nice and ready. It's been proofing. So it only proofed about maybe 2-3 hours. So we should be good. But when you let it proof for too long, you kind of get that kind of taste where it's like kind of like booze in the bread. There we go. Let's see. Good amount. Here we go. Do a little well right there in the middle. And let's see. Wish me luck, my friends. Let's see how this goes. You know, you never know what's going to happen. Here, you know what? Let's take a little bit of sip of wine real quick before we get started. I think we've earned it, right? We've been on here a little bit.
2 hours and 14 minutes.
Cheers to you guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out. You know, the channel would be nothing without the people watching, so I appreciate you guys. Here's to you, my friends. All right, but yeah, that's pizza time. I kept you guys waiting, and now the wait is over. We got all the good ingredients over here. But let's get our dough situated. Where's my my dough cutter, baby? Is it over here?
This is a dishwasher.
No, I just brought one out. Shoot. That's okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right here. All right, my friends. There you go. Yeah, like I said, I'm a little scatterbrained. I'm sorry, my friends. Appreciate you guys putting up with me anyway. So let's go ahead and put our nice sourdough down. Check this out. Oh, yeah. Get it out of there. Sticking a little tiny bit, but that's okay. It'd be like that, right? It'd be like that. All right, let's see. It's a little sticky. It's all right. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more right here. There we go. Nice copious dough. Check out all this dough, my friends. We got some big pizzas coming at you. Let's see how these babies do. Check that out. It's a little floppy. Okay, it's a little sticky. That's okay. We're gonna add a little bit more flour. Add a little extra flour up in there. You know, you never know what's gonna happen when you go live. It's okay. Let's add a little bit more flour up in here. Make it a little bit more firm. There we go. Got this lovely big old baby dough over here. Oh yeah, lovely, lovely dough. Let's see. It's a little bit watery still. Let's see if we can get it firmed up a little bit. That's okay. Sometimes when you're doing the sourdough, it's a little unpredictable. Plus when you're doing different temperatures and all that. Let's see if we can just make it a little happier. A little bit more flour up in here. Kind of get that flour up in there. There we go. Looks good. There we go. Kind of fold it. And when you fold it, you know, you kind of build the gluten walls up so you get more protein and, you know, in a weird kind of way. There we go. A little bit more flour. You know, flour is like it's like the building block over here, right? There we go. Fold it over there. It's an odd batch of dough over here. Okay, there we go. We're not going to let a little bit of runny dough ruin the day. You know, we made all these delicious ingredients, and you know, each batch is going to be a little different. So, you know, all is well, my friends. Let's see. Get this dough over here worked in. Make some nice pizzas. We'll flatten it out with the old rolling pin. But we're over here building the gluten walls up real quick. You know, getting these folds in, right? You know, every fold is going to be like a different layer, right? So check that out. There's one. Do a little bit of flour down. And there's another one. Check that out. Oh, yeah. All right, check that out. Almost there, my friends. I appreciate you putting up with us. You know, you never know what's going to happen over here on live. All kinds of fun. All the good stuff of the internet is the unpredictable stuff, right? The unscripted kind of stuff. Not the perfect stuff. Let's see. All right, here we go. We got this dough. The dough's kind of being a little pain in the butt. That's okay, though. Get this dough. We're going to knead the dough. There we go. Looks good. I think we're starting to get some progress up in there. Yeah, we'd made this dough several times, the same recipe, so this time it's a little ornery, so I don't know what happened there. That's okay, though. It'll be just fine. We're not going to worry about it.
Carolyn says hi.
Hey, Carolyn, how you doing? Hey, thanks for joining us again. You're making some nice chicken olive vodka. Check it out. I think we're getting a nice structure finally. The dough was naughty. It wasn't listening to us. It was a little runny, but we finally got it to a nice shape. And we also did some folds. So we built up the gluten walls for our nice pizza. You know, got the gluten built up. Check it out. Every time you do a fold, it's like you're building up the gluten. So a couple of different folds up in there. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, and for those that are interested, we'll go ahead and update the description in a day or two. We're going to show you all these recipes. You guys want to make your own dough at home? I'll get my wife to give her a recipe out for this. But we have our own sourdough starter too, so that makes all the difference. All right, let's go ahead and get a little flour down, and then we'll get the rolling pin. We'll get to rolling, and then we'll chop up our dough into manageable chunks.
Carolyn says pizza sounds good.
Oh yeah, especially the homemade pizza. And check it out, Carolyn. We made this nice vodka sauce right here, and we made these Italian chicken cutlets. We did that. I know we've been on for a little bit. We've been working. We've been cooking. We've been drinking wine. We've been having a good old time over here. So, all right, yeah, we're almost done though. We're almost got these. We're almost ready for the pizzas. We're gonna be having some fun with these pizzas here in a minute. I mean, maybe I'll try and throw it up in there. We'll see. I've never done that before. I usually just use the old rolling pin, but let's see. Oh yeah, you got to roll with the punches, right? The dough is a little runny, but that's all good. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just do one more fold, I think, and then we will get the dough mashed up a little bit like that. There we go. What do you guys think? Nice, beautiful bit of dough. Got a nice protein built up. Oh man, it was a pain in the butt though. The dough was a little runny, but we added flour, so we're all good. All good. Not a problem. Let's see. So let's go ahead and we're going to do it one more time. We're going to go ahead and fold the dough out, and we're going to fold it because when you do that, you get some layers up in the dough. So it tastes really nice and delicious. You know, a couple different layers. There was this place where we used to live. It was called Muned's, and this is the way they would kind of do it, where they do different layers up in there. So really delicious. But yeah, we're going to just do one or two folds after we got it all laid down flat, because this is going to be really good. We take a bite, it's going to like a little bit of bubbles. I'll show you guys what I mean here in a moment, and then we'll cut it into some pieces. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, lovely dough. Oh yeah, and I like to use these nice flared rolling pin. It's very useful. There we go. Oh yeah. Lovely pizza. Oh, nothing like a sourdough pizza, right? You know, I think my wife knows all these sourdough recipes. You know, they're nothing like some homemade stuff too, right? Compared to the store-bought stuff. You never know what you're buying from the store, but you know, nothing wrong with a little bit of homemade pizza. Check that out. Like I said, we are going to fold this baby a couple times, because when you fold it, you build those gluten structures up. You build the gluten walls up. So we got one fold, two fold. All right, that's three folds. And when you do this, it makes the pizza really airy. It gets those bubbles. When you take a bite, it's going to taste just right. You know what I mean? All right, going to roll this dough down. Let's put a little flour, a little grease, a little flour. You can use olive oil too, but I think the flour is way easier to deal with. It's not all greasy too. All right, here we go. And like when you do this, you know you're making those layers in the dough. So you put in those bubbles. It's going to taste really good when they're baked. It'll be freaking delicious. There we go. And we're going to just do this one more time. And then we're going to separate our dough into maybe 2 pieces, 3 pieces. And then we'll kind of make them into nice round manageable pizzas. And then we'll do our nice, got these nice chicken cutlets over here. We got this amazing vodka sauce we whipped up. This freaking stuff is so easy. We're going to post this in the description too. So check back in a day or two. All these recipes, we're going to show you how easy it is to do them all. We're just, doing a little bit of tutorial. We have 3 recipes we're bringing you today. We brought you the sauce, the vodka sauce, the chicken cutlets, and we're tying it into pizza. You got some good stuff. You're going to make it better with pizza, right? Pizza is going to make everything delicious. All right, but here we go. I get a little distracted, my friend. So thank you guys for putting up with me over here, talking about this and that. And I got this pizza over here. Got to give it the business. Oh. All right, get these layers in here. All right. All right, one more time, like I said, and then we will separate into 2 pieces or so. You know what I mean? That's all we really need. There we go. Get the nice pizza dough in there. Knead it a little bit. Oh, There we go. Okay. Looks good, looks good. Like I said, this is going to be some, you see, look at these bubbles. Look at the bubbles there on the surface. You see that? These are going to taste so freaking good, my friends. So stick around. If it's your first time watching us, hit the subscribe button because we love doing these lives, but it's always better doing a full room, and the more the merrier, right? All right, here we go. We got a copious amount of dough over here. We got a lot of dough we're dealing with. So let's cut it in half, and then we'll do one. All right, now I've got the nice cutter, got the scraper, bench scraper, whatever you want to call it. You see our layers up in there, my friends? We've got some delicious layers. We're going to just let this chill over here off to the side. We're going to do a little layer of flour. Set that baby right there on the flour. I think we're good. Adding more flour. So let's go ahead and make this a nice actual pizza. And what I like to do with the pizza is I like to put it on parchment. I like to start it on parchment, and I like to because you can scrape. I got these one of these babies, right? You can go in there real quick, and get your technique just right with these ones, or you could be like me and just use parchment paper. You put the parchment paper down first, and then you put the pizza down on there. You don't need to be real perfect with that. You know what I mean? Because I suck at that. I really do. I practice. It keeps it real easy. Just use parchment. And then halfway through, when the dough is hardened up on the stone, pull the parchment out. That's all you need to do. It's not going to cook all the way. It's just going to get hard enough to where it's not going to be a pain in the butt.
Chevy says, hi there, and what are you making tonight?
Hey, Chevy, appreciate that. Check it out. We got this nice vodka sauce. We just whipped this stuff up, all homemade. We got these Italian chicken cutlets. And we're going to throw all these babies on the pizza. We're doing everything homemade. My wife whipped up this nice sourdough pizza dough. It was a little pain in the butt, but we finally got it to cooperate with us. So we're going to go ahead and make some nice pizza dough. So what we're going to do first is we're going to make we're going to make the pie first, and then we'll transfer it over to a parchment paper, and then we'll load it up. But let's do a little bit more flour. I know we said we weren't going to add any more, but just a little bit, right? A little bit in there. All right, now, like I said, I like to use the flared rolling pin for the pizzas. There you go. Let me know what you guys like to do. I don't know. I don't like to throw it, and I don't know. I like to just keep it simple. You know what I mean? Keep it simple. Oh yeah. Freaking pizza is going to be so good. Check it out, my friends. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got the layers in here. Look at the bubbles. Look at the bubbles, my friends. That's why we did all those layers. The bubbles are going to be so good when we do the pizza. It's going to be so freaking good. I'm telling you guys. Definitely do those layers. Keep doing layers when you do the pizzas. All right, but here we go. Let's keep going. Keep on going. Kids are hungry. I gave them some of the chicken cutlets, but everybody wants pizza, right? Pizza is king. All right, here we go. Check it out. Flatten the pizza out. All right, try to make it round if you can, if you care. You can do all kinds of different shapes. You do whatever you want, you know what I mean? But we're going to try to keep it round. See this baby? It's nice and round. And this has a lot of gluten. And, look at that. Ooh, yeah, check that out. It maintains the shape really well, my friends. It doesn't want to tear or rip. It's real, I don't know. It's durable. You know what I mean? Can't think of the right word. But it's real nice and bubbly in there too. So this is exactly where we want our lovely pizza to be. So let's go ahead and do a nice bit of parchment. I don't know if you guys like parchment paper, but it's so great to use. I use this stuff in the microwave instead of doing plates. I use this whenever I need to. Very, very, very good for pizza. Anyway, so check it out, my friends. This is what I'm talking about. We are going to go ahead and just check it out. Just fold it over, and now when we put it in the oven, it's not gonna stick. And when we do our transferring, we can just go under the parchment paper, so we don't need to worry about it being too wet or something. You know what I mean? I always do parchment paper. Then halfway through, the pizza being on the stone, pull the parchment paper out. Every time works like a charm. Anyway, All right, my friends. But yeah, appreciate you guys dealing with me and my rambling and wasting time. Appreciate you guys. All the new subscribers, all the OGs. I appreciate all you guys. We got a new video the other day. Nice House of the Dragon lemon cakes. Rhaenyra Targaryen's favorite lemon cake. So you guys like lemon and sweets and stuff? Check that one out. It's so freaking good. Really, really good. Yeah, if you guys are a House of the Dragon fan, let me know in the comments. All right, we pulled that one a little bit. We made a little tear ski. That's okay. We'll just kind of fix it. Not a problem, you know. Gonna kind of make it shape. Check out how big this pizza is gonna be. This is gonna be freaking delicious. And we still got a big old piece over there to deal with as well. Check it out, my friends. I think it's pizza time. I do. Yep. Okay, so you know what I do? Let's do first. Let's do the crust real quick. Let's do the crust. And I'm thinking we'll just do a little bit of twistiness. You know, give it a nice little, give it some aesthetics, right? Give a little bit of showmanship. All right, check it out. What I like to do is I just like to twist it and kind of weave as I go. There's different ways of doing this. Another thing you can do too is you can get some mozzarella sticks, those little, little ones, and put it in there, and then just fold it in. You can make some nice stuffed crust that way. But we're not doing that this time. We're just keeping it simple. But anyway, check this out. We just kind of check it out. Just kind of spin it over here, and it's gonna make like a nice little little border. We put our good stuff up on there. And just spin it along. There we go. Oh yeah, this is gonna be really good. And you know, you don't have to do the crust if you don't want to, but you know, give it a little bit of aesthetics on here, the aesthetic weakness. Yeah, and you know, these pizzas are great to do with the kids. You know, they make a mess, but the kids love it. You know, get the kids in here. And we like to do mushrooms too sometimes, but no mushrooms on this one. The main star of this show is the chicken cutlets along with that vodka sauce. So I'm gonna keep that, you know, the main focus. But yeah, it's fun. You having the kids in here, you know, having all kinds of stuff. You know, you cut everything up, right? You know, and then have the kids help you make the pizzas. All right, check it out, my friends. We got these lovely crusts formed. Check that out. Looks pretty good. Slipping and sliding. So yeah, it's gonna be really good when we do our toppings on there. It'll be a nice containment layer, right? Let's do a little bit of olive oil right here. But I guess let's make the pizza first. Then we'll spray it down, right? We don't want to do anything yet. So, all right, now that brings us to the fun bit. Okay, so we got the pizza over here. The pizza is ready to go, and we're ready to put the pizza down too, frankly. Let's go ahead and first of all, we got to cut up that chicken. The chicken is too big as it is now. Let me get let me get a knife. Cut the chicken up a little bit, and we just want some nice little cubes. So, you know, it'll be nice little bite-sized pieces, not big old chicken cutlets, you know what I mean? Okay, grab a cutting board real quick, my friends. And like I said, I'm a little scatterbrained, so I apologize. Thank you guys for dealing with me. We're over here. We got all these steps we're doing, but this is going to be so freaking delicious. Check it out. We're just going to do some bite-sized pieces. You can do big pieces, small pieces, but we're going to do some little chunks. I don't know. You know what I mean? And this is great. You know, little chicken thigh cutlets. Fantastic, my friends. Oh, yeah. Lovely chicken. Maybe pieces like that. Like little chicken cubes, you know. And this is going to be just like pepperonis. We'll do two pizzas. One of them will be a pepperoni. And one of them, of course, is going to be our chicken a la vodka. So check out that lovely chicken. It's Chicken Vision right there, my friends. Chicken Vision coming at you Friday night. You didn't see anywhere else, but you saw it here. So thank you for joining us. And if it's your first time, hit that subscribe button because we're not stopping. We're not slowing down anytime soon, my friends. It's one of the best parts of the day is coming on here with you guys doing the lives. The videos and the shorts are fun too, but yeah, you know, the live interaction and all that, you know, is really, you know, it's the best part of the day, right? You know, it's fun too. But anyway, that's so good. Like, you know, fried chicken on a stick, or on a, you know, nice little easy eat fried chicken with chicken drum on a stick, or a chicken drum on a flat or something. I don't know. All right, cut these nice and thin. Mix in little chicken cubes. Do a nice copious amount of chicken cutlet on this one. It's gonna be so freaking good. We got mozzarella. We got a little bit of the chicken. Oh, we got a little Parmesan. Oh yeah. All right, just got these babies. Maybe we'll put a few onto the side. I don't know if we're gonna need all this. We'll see. What do you think?
I don't know.
Maybe a little bit more. Then we'll set the rest aside. You know, this is so. You know, fried. Nothing like fried chicken, right? Fried chicken is freaking delicious. But then you got these nice Italian seasonings. We cooked it in some Parmesan, some breadcrumbs, and it was really easy. You know, just a little bit of egg wash or a little bit of egg, crack some eggs, put a little bit of that Italian salad dressing. Really quick, really easy. It is fantastic. All right, let's do one more chicken, one more bok bok, and then we'll put the rest aside. They might have to mysteriously disappear, right? Check these babies out. Oh, yeah. All right, one more. One more, and we'll kind of put them to the side. But yeah, really easy to make those chicken cutlets. They don't need much prep. You can use breast, you can use fillets. We just did chicken thigh. I like the chicken thigh because it's the most forgiving because you know we take that to 185 or so, and with the fillet or the breast, you know you don't want to go above 165 because it's going to dry it out. But you know with the thigh, it's so forgiving because it has so much fat in it. So you can take it to 200 or a little over, and it'll be just fine. But the fillet gets a little particular. Oh, you want one?
No, no.
Okay, here you go. Yeah, my wife. She wants one. Here you go. Going for the wife. Here you go. Check these out. Check this out, though. Nice little chicken cutlet, Italian chicken cutlet. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, my friends. We got the chicken over here. We're gonna set these babies aside. Those ones are gonna mysteriously disappear somewhere. You know, gonna be. I think we have plenty of chicken over here. So we got the knife. Set the knife over here off to the side. And for you guys that have been with us in the beginning, thank you so much. We've been talking and we've been cooking. So thank you guys. We've been rambling. Check it out. We got this lovely, lovely, lovely chicken or vodka sauce. Check it out. Check that beautiful texture. Check out that beautiful color. It's almost like butter chicken. The way you know it's like the goldenness, the lovely kind of hue. All right, here we go, my friends. I'm rambling on. All right, let's go this way so you guys can see the pour. Check that. Oh, we got a little bit over here. Got a little chicken bit. That's okay. A little chicken bit. And this sauce is cooled down. I think we're going to use the whole container over here on this one. And we got a little bit of extra pizza sauce over to the side as well. So we're going to go ahead and use all the vodka sauce on this one. We're going to make a couple of pizzas, but this one's going to be the special one, right? You know, a little bit of prep. We fried the chicken up. We made the vodka sauce, but all in all, it's just a really easy recipe, and it's so freaking good. There's a place near us that makes it, but it's like $40 for one of these babies, and you know you can make it your own at home, you know, for a quarter of the price, right? And it's fun. It's fun cooking at home, you know, get all this good stuff. Check that color out, my friends. You know what we might do in the future too is do like an Indian pizza too. There was this place near us. There was like they had like garam masala pizza, and they had like a butter chicken pizza. They had all these really good pizzas, but we never actually tried any of them. We just always thought, oh, it'd be good to try it with them, you know. Never actually did, but we might try making one of those eventually too. So stick around for that one. But yeah, pizza, nothing wrong with pizza, right? Pizza is freaking good. Check out these lovely, lovely striations we're making with this sauce. Oh yeah, it's beautiful color. Kind of just go all the way to the border. You know, we did crust over here. Kind of just go along the crust. There we go. Let me know what you guys are up to. If it's your first time joining us, hit the subscribe button because we love cooking for you guys. But the more the merrier, right? The more people in the audience, the more fun it is. So, thank you guys for hanging out and being part of the audience. Okay, here we go. Yeah, just spread this stuff out. This is really freaking good too. Really easy to make. Really simple. Oh, yeah. There we go. All right, my friends. Thank you guys for being patient with me. You know, I got a little OCD, so I want to make sure everything's perfect. So sometimes I take a little extra long. So I'm sorry about that, my friends. But thank you guys for putting up with me anyway, you know. It's all processed. All right, all right, all right. I think we're good. I think we're good with the sauce. Check it out. Don't want to waste any. I think we're good though. I think we're good. Check it out, my friends. Looking pretty good. What do you guys think? Honestly though, if we tried to freaking stick this with the peel, you know what would happen. It would be a disaster. But we got the parchment under there. It's like the ultimate cheat code using this parchment paper because you know that parchment paper is not going to stick to the table no matter what. All right, let's go. It's Mott's time. We got the Mott's. We got the Mott's. Let's go. And we're making this one just real regular. You know, we're not going to do any toppings. We're going to save the toppings, the special toppings for the other one. Oops. All right, yeah, got the Mott's. We're going to do a copious amount of Mott's over here, my friends. And then we're going to do our nice chicken. All right, here we go, my friends. We got this lovely Mott's over here. Being a little stubborn in the bag. There we go. Don't want to bust the whole bag open, right? That'd be fun on live. All right, here we go. Got the lovely, lovely mozzarella. The mozzarella. Oh, yeah. We got the cheese. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see. All right, check it out. Check it out. It's pretty good. A little bit more cheese. Then we'll spread a little bit of the Italian chicken cutlet out. Oh yeah, and we're just doing this pizza is going to be so freaking good, my friends. Check out, look how this pizza is already coming together. This beautiful sauce, and we're just kind of hiding the sauce away in the Mott's. A little bit of Mott's, you know, nothing wrong with that. Oh yeah, my friends. Oh my gosh, this pizza is going to be one for the ages. And the crust is kind of important here. You see, it's kind of going to be containing all of our cheese and goodness. I think that's enough cheese, though, my friends. What do you guys think? A little bit more cheese? I think we're good on the cheese. We got a copious amount of cheese, though. I do say so, my friends. Copious amount of cheese. All right, there we go. Looks good. Now we're just gonna do Italian chicken cutlet on this one. Italian chicken cutlet, and we got a little bit of extra cheese on top. We've got some like Romano. We got some Parmesan, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Check it out. This is going to be a nice, really easy Italian little pizza here. Check that out. This lovely pizza is going to come together really nice. These are kind of be like pepperonis, right? So check it out. It's going to be really easy, really delicious. You know, there's this place that we love getting this from down the street from us, but it's so expensive. This is like a Jersey style dish, I guess. But oh man, it's so good, but it's pricey. So we're making it at home, you know. Gotta make the stuff at home so we don't pay an arm and a leg, right? All right, but check out this lovely pizza. Oh yeah, we got the chicken on the pizza. We got the cheese. All right, there we go. And maybe a little bit more cheese, right? A little bit more cheese. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, look at that cheese. Best part right there, my friends, truly. All right, now, what did I say? We're going to do a little bit of a little olive oil here along the crust. A little olive oil. Got some runaway chicken. All right, looks good. Yeah, you can do as much or as little as you want. I think we're going to stick with that. That one looks okay. And I think we need a little bit more cheese on top. We had a little bit of extra cheese later on. Check it out. We got this Italian style. What do we got in here? We got mozzarella, provolone, Parmesan, Romano, Fontina, and Assaggio. So the perfect blend for our chicken a la vodka pizza, if I do say so. It's going to complement these delicious chicken pieces so well. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this chicken. It's almost a sad send-off. We made this lovely Italian chicken cutlets. We fried it up at the beginning of our stream. We kind of got the stream, you know, kicked off to a good start. All right, I think we're ready to go. Oh, sorry. Sorry, my friends. Been on stream a little while, getting a little delirious over here, so let's see. All right, here we go. Got this lovely Italian style cheese. And you know when you have Italian pizza like this, you got the Italian or the chicken a la vodka, you know you need a healthy amount of cheese. The cheese is going to level everything up. It's going to kind of keep our chicken a little safe too because there's some breading on there, right? So got a little cheese, little cheese coat's gonna keep it safe. So should be good. Should be good. Check it out. What do you guys think about that? This pizza was a lot of work, but I appreciate you guys sticking around, joining us. We got another pizza coming at you guys here next. But check it out. It's so freaking big, we can't even get it in there. That's how big this pizza is. Let's see. Gonna be real careful here. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, check it out. We made the pizza so big, we can barely transport it. We got some transport issues with this pizza, my friends. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can kind of move it over here. Might be interesting, my friends. Let's see. Move the pizza over here. We got to be creative right there with our problem solving over here. We got a little bit of a pizza issue. We got more pizza than we do transport power. Let's see. Oh shoot! And we got this stuff pouring down here off the side. Hey, can you guys please be quiet? Hey, can you please be quiet? All right, my friends, you got the kids being a little rowdy in the background. Excuse me. All right, here we go. We got this pizza. We're gonna go over. You gonna come over here? Pan over here, maybe. All right, follow me. All right, my friends, let's see what happens. We're being real careful with the pizza over here. We don't want to drop the pizza. All right, we got pizza vision. Yeah, open that for me, sweetheart. Thank you very much. All right, my friends, and like I said, I just like to put that right in the oven, just like that on top. The parchment in there, and then just kind of. This pizza is so freaking big. Here, I got it. This pizza is so freaking big. It is a little bit of a pain in the butt to deal with, but this pizza is going to be fabulous. So it's worth it. It's going to be worth the effort. All right, let's unload this pizza. All right, pizza, let's go. Go home. Go home. All right, there we go. The pizza is cooperating. The pizza is cooperating, but you know what's going to probably happen. It's going to leak over. Let's see. We still got to be a little bit more creative with the problem solving. Let's see, my friends. See what we can do over here. We should be okay. You see how big this freaking pizza is? This is a freaking big jumbo pizza. This is going to be amazing when it cooks. But it's so freaking big, it's like going over the stone. So I guess it's our fault a little bit for making it so huge, such a jumbo, big old pizza. But let's just kind of add a little bit of folds over, with the parchment paper. We should be good. Let's see what happens. I think we'll be just fine. Should be just fine. Now let's make our second one. All right. Now we got this baby over here. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for being patient with me. We're doing pizza tonight. We made that freaking chicken a la vodka pizza. We just threw that in the my daughter did that. We just threw that in the oven. That was kind of a pain in the butt. It was so freaking big, but we're gonna cook that one for maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. We'll see. But we're gonna make another one right now, and then
one or two.
Probably make two with this. We'll make two right now, and then let's see. Maybe we'll put one in the oven, and then that way we can keep everything moving. So maybe we'll put one in there, and by the time we need to pull the other one out, we'll have the other one ready to go in there. So keep everything, keep the action, happening in here. So thank you guys for joining us. If it's your first time, hit that subscribe button, because we know we love doing the lives. We love hanging out with you guys. The videos and the shorts are cool too, but nothing like doing the live. So if you haven't done so already, my friends, hit the subscribe. If you have already, thank you guys for joining us.
Kim says hi.
Hey, Kim, how you doing? Thank you for joining us tonight. Making this nice chicken a la vodka pizza. We just threw the chicken cutlets, Italian chicken cutlets. We made a vodka sauce. It's going to be so freaking good. But we're making just a regular pizza now. We got this nice sourdough pizza dough we made, or my wife prepared for me earlier, and now I'm making some nice pizza with it. But yeah, I think we're gonna do two pizzas with this. So you got a lot of material to work with over here. All right, there we go. Looks good. All right, now we are going to make some more pizzas, a little bit extra pizzas, right? Pizza makes everybody happy. Oops. Yeah, these ones will be more regular size. So the other one we did is going to be like a jumbo size, but that's okay. Big old delicious vodka pizza, or chicken a la vodka pizza. Yeah, there's a couple steps on that chicken a la vodka pizza, but it's going to be a delicious one. You know, and we're going to post the recipe in the description. So if you guys are curious, come back in a day or two and show you how the whole thing is done. And we'll do some chapters too. That way, you know, the thing kind of flow. The video flows a little easier if you're just interested in one part, or you can't watch the whole thing, so you signed off and you wanted to see what happened afterwards. I got you. All right, check this lovely pizza. We're just doing it kind of like a round, typical pizza type shape. You know, keep this one easy. Don't want a big old jumbo freaking pizza like the last one. Check it out. There we go. Lovely pizza. Good texture. Good shape. There we go. Looks good. Looks good. You can kind of go all out if you want. We're just keeping it simple. And what I like to do too is get those, get the parchment paper. You know, the parchment paper. You know, there's some pros out there. They got the good, you know, wrist. They can get that in there just right. Not me. So I like to use the parchment paper. Then halfway through, I pull it out. So you know, it makes direct contact with the ceramic plate. But I don't know, you do you. But I like to just keep it simple. You put a little parchment paper down, put it on the stone, pull the parchment paper out halfway through. Nice little pizza hack. All right, and that was the last bit of our parchment. We have a little bit more here off to the side, and I love using parchment. You know, I'll use it like instead of putting, you know, stuff in the microwave on a plate, I'll just use like parchment paper. You know, let me know what you guys use, but I just use parchment paper wherever I can. You know, less cleanup. Just throw it away. I don't know. All about those, you know, those lifestyle hacks. All right. Anyway, let's go. Got these lovely pizza. Kind of get it to form our parchment paper a little bit more. Looks pretty good, huh? What do you guys think? Nice, typical pizza shape, right? Looks good. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're gonna do this one nice and regular. We're not gonna be all fancy with this one. There's a little pepperoni, a little cheese, all the good stuff on here. All right, this one should be ready to go. I don't think we're gonna do a crust on this one. We're gonna just keep this one normal, keep it standard. But yeah, check this out. Let's do a Scarface sauce. What I like to do for the Scarface sauce is I get about half a red sauce and half. No, let's use this. Half red sauce and half Alfredo. You use whatever kind of sauce you want. But check it out. I like to use my power tools whenever I'm able to. You know, I'm an electrician. I don't have a lot of uses for my tools so much anymore, so I like to use them in the kitchen. You know, keep them in use, right? So let's see. Let's go ahead and do about 1-to-1. Like I said, let's see. We're gonna use maybe, I don't know. Let's basically maybe we use half of this. We'll see. Might as well just use it all. Huh? Might as well just use it all. We could use that Alfredo sauce or that Scarface sauce on something else. All right, and the idea, I guess, with the Scarface is it's like blood, or I don't know why they call it Scarface sauce, but you know that's always what they called it. All right, check it out. So like 1-to-1 or so, or you can do like 1 to 2 1/4. Do whatever you want. But yeah, 1-to-1 is a good ratio for us. And then of course, like I was saying, we got the power tools over here. Let's go blend this baby up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, very delicious. You know, you got a little Alfredo, you got a little tomato sauce, great together. The acidity blends well with the dairy, really delicious. All right, so we got our lovely Scarface sauce over here. Let's do a little Scarface sauce down, and then we'll do a little bit of cheese. Yeah, this sauce thickens up real nice too. So, how's that looking in there? You think it's gonna be safe?
Seems so.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we really loaded that pizza up, so I think we'll be safe though. You know, in terms of the boundaries and all that. You know, it's not going to flop over. All right, now we need to distribute our sauce. Here we go. Like I said, I got ADD, my friends. I'm always forgetting something, so thank you guys for putting up with me anyway. I got a spoon, but I got the table right here. I can't open it here. Whoops. Come on, spoon. Appreciate you guys. If it's your first time joining us, I got one. That's all good. If it's your first time joining us, hit that subscribe, my friends, because we love doing these cooking live streams with you guys. But you know, the videos and the shorts, they're cool too. But this is a great way to interact with our people, our community. So appreciate you guys sticking around. Oh yeah, and you could do crust on this if you want, but we're not going to do crust. We're going to keep it simple. Check this lovely Scarface sauce out. Oh yeah, this is a good one. We like to do this one, on repeat. We like to just, get a little bit of the Alfredo, a little bit of the old tomato or pizza sauce. We got this one on sale at Publix. They always got something on sale. We like to get the sales whenever we can. So yeah.
Najee says that chicken looked bomb.
Hey, Najee, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you hanging out with us the other day too. Yeah, man, it's gonna be delicious. How's it looking there? Looks good. All right. Yeah, the pizza in there. It's in the oven. I think we're gonna fire one of these babies up.
Hold on.
We're gonna put that in the oven, and then we're gonna do another one. And by the time we do the other one, that the first one should be getting done. Check it out. Look at that beauty. There we go.
Kim said already looks delicious.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it's going to be a really easy one. There's a couple of steps to it, but nothing too difficult. Anyway, we got the Scarface sauce, and we got let's get our cheese. We got a copious amount of mozz over here. The mozz is going to make everything delicious. Oh yeah, a little mozz action. There we go. And we need some slow motion, right? A little slow motion for the cheese. Oh yeah. All right, here, and then we're gonna kind of distribute the cheese a little bit. This cheese is so expensive. I think this bag was like $17. Everything is just so pricey anymore. It's crazy. It used to be like, like $12 or something for the bag. So everything is getting more expensive, and the quality is going down. It's kind of sad. That's why you got to make your stuff at home. When you make the things that you want at home, you control the quality. So anyway, that's what I like to do. That's why I like to hang out with you guys and show you some of these recipes. If it's your first time hanging out with us, appreciate you very much. Appreciate you sticking around.
Kim says, why does pizza have handles? I'm always curious about it.
Oh, you mean the front? Oh, I guess just how they bake it. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's kind of odd. It doesn't go end to end, but I don't know. It's convenient, I guess. We also like to do a nice Chicago style. Where you bake it in a, you see the cast iron? We bake it in a cast iron. So check it out. With the Chicago style, you put the crust down, right? So imagine we get all the dough and we stretch it over here off the side, and we put cheese down first, and then we do meat and then veggies, and then we do sauce on top. So it's kind of like an inside out kind of pizza, but that one, you don't really have handles on that one because all the handles kind of get submerged. So Chicago ones are really good too. But Chicago ones kind of take a little longer. So I don't know. Lots of different styles of pizza. Lots of good ones. Our favorite is kind of like the Jersey style. That's kind of what the chicken a la vodka pizza is. Anyway, check it out. We got the lovely, lovely mozzarella. Nothing is more iconic than you see a pizza not made yet. What does it have on there? Of course, it has mozzarella every time. Every time. And what else does it have? It's got pepperoni. Well, not yet it doesn't, but it's going to. Let's get some of this nice pepperoni on here. We're going to make one for the kids. The kids, we got some of the kids, they're on the autism spectrum, so they're really picky with what they eat. So we're going to make one real normal with just pepperoni. And then the second one we make for us, we're going to make it a little bit healthier, right? Got a little bit of the bell peppers, eating the colors over here. We like to do mushrooms too, but we didn't get any mushrooms this time. We also got a little bit of olives. Should we do olives on theirs or just?
Yeah.
Okay, so the girls are going to get a little olives too. The girls are going to get olives and pepperoni on theirs. We're going to do olives, pepperoni, and bell peppers on ours. And banana pepperoni. Oh, should we put that on theirs or no?
Yeah.
On theirs, okay. Yeah, the girls like spicy stuff too, so give them what they want. Why fight with the kids? The kids, they're home for the summer. Pain in the butt. So keeping everyone happy is always better when you have lots of food, right? Food makes everything better. When you have food, you're probably a lot more likely to be happy, especially if it tastes good. That's how it is for me and my wife. We have some good food, we're gonna bicker a lot less. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with a little bit of food. Sometimes you get a little hangry. It's nothing wrong with that. little hangry, but let me tell you right now, this is gonna solve all your hanger if you want to try this one. This one's gonna be really simple, and we're gonna post the full recipe breakdown in a day or two. Check back on the description for this, but a really easy one. This is some of our, we got a couple of different recipes from some of our videos on this one, so this is kind of a mashup. So we kind of, we kind of refined it, and now we're doing the chicken a la vodka pizza. We're putting it into practice. Ooh, yeah, but we've been on live a little bit, starting to get a little delirious. So if I say anything silly, my friends, thank you for being patient with me and just saying, okay, whatever. So, but yeah, getting a little tired over here. So, all right, looks good. Maybe a couple more pepperonis, right? A couple more pepperonis, and we'll do some olives, and we'll do some of those lovely banana peppers. And these pepperonis shrink quite a bit too. They're going to shrink about 30 or 40% when we put them on the heat. But our that chicken a la vodka pizza smells really good. I'm smelling that cooking in the air. It smells absolutely amazing. All right, here we go. We got this lovely pizza. See, I'm real OCD about the spacing, right? I like it all to look like you want to get it from like a commercial. You know what I mean? Like have all the things spaced out real nice. My wife doesn't really care as much. She'll just say, yeah, it's good. It's going to be all the same. But, I like that. I don't know. We both have our things, the yin and yang. Check out the lovely.
Says, are you making a birthday pizza?
No, just having a little bit of fun. Yeah, we get this one pizza, the chicken a la vodka, from down the street from us, but it's so expensive. So we're making it our own. Doing it real simple, but just a couple different steps. The hardest part was doing the chicken cutlets, but we got that done. Came out really good. Okay, we got those. That should be enough, right? That should be good, right? And we got these lovely banana peppers. Our kids love these banana peppers. These are fantastic. These are the mild ones. They make a spicy one too, but these ones are super good on a sandwich. They're freaking good anywhere, honestly. They're really tasty. The kids like these more than most things, so give it to them. Why not?
The picky ones too.
The picky ones, yeah. I got some kids that are saying on autism spectrum, so they're always, it's always a battle getting them fed. So having some food in the house that they'll actually eat makes everybody happy. And my son also is going to love the chicken a la vodka pizza. The girls are real picky, so they may not really partake of that pizza. We shall see. But yeah, this is for the girls, so they'll eat all this stuff, but we're not going to put any bell pepper on this one. What do you think?
Yep, it's good.
All right, this one looks good. We're going to fire this one up. Let's do a little bit of cheese on top. What do you guys think? A little bit of cheese, make everything a little bit more better. There we go. More better. Excuse me. All right, a little bit of cheese up on top. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What?
Cheese.
14.
All right, my friends. Let's go over here. Let's load another one up. We got another one. Yeah. Where is the peel at? You know where the pizza peel is? Oh, here it is. Here we go, my friends. Like I said, I'm a little delirious. Been live for a little bit now. So anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. If it's your first time, hit that subscribe button. Oh yeah.
Dino says add some sauce on top.
Little sauce on top. Hey, why not? Hey, it's Friday, right? Little sauce on top. Sure, why not, Dino? Oh, yeah. Little bit of Scarface sauce on top. Nothing wrong with that, right? There we go. Just for you, Dino. And then you maybe a little extra cheese. What do you think? A little extra cheese. Oh, yeah. Like Salt Bay. There you go. All right, let's load this one up. This one's a little bit more manageable, but it's a little bit longer, too. We did that other one, too. It was pretty long.
They said cheers.
Yeah, cheers to you. Hey, what's my thing? Hey, cheers to you. Thank you for watching. The channel is nothing without the people watching and the audience. So thank you for being a member. Cheers to you. And thank you for everybody else watching. Thank you. The channel would be nothing if it was all dead air. So thank you guys for hanging out. All right, let's come over here carefully. We don't want to drop any pizzas. Let's see what's going on over here in the old oven. Ooh, check that out. Oh, yeah. That's a big boy pizza over there, my friends. But I think we're going to be okay. Check it out. You got to look at this freaking pizza. That pizza should be illegal. That pizza is going to be so freaking good. All right, here we go. We got one more. We got a few more things coming at you guys. But thank you guys for sticking around. These pizzas You know, they're a little bit of steps here and there, but they're not. There's nothing too difficult. Hey, watch out! Watch out! Watch out! We're live. Watch out! We're on like live TV basically. Might as well be TV, right? All right, my friends, we got one left. One left. We're a little pizza. We're a little delirious on pizza, my friends. We've been cooking for a while now. We've been, doing our thing over here. Thank you guys for putting up with us, for hanging out. You know, it's always more fun when you got an audience, right? Nobody wants to talk to an empty room or especially empty place on the internet. So thank you guys for hanging out and, putting some meaning to the channel. Anyway, let's see what's up. All right, there we go. We got this last pizza.
No more.
And then we're gonna do our veggies. We'll load this one up with veggies. All right, here we go. Yeah, calm down, you guys. Calm down. Yeah, I got the kids over here. You know, the kids are home for summer break.
I just ordered pizza.
Oh yeah, thank you, Kim. I wish I can give you a little bit. I totally would. Too bad we don't have like a transport or something. Huh? That'd be pretty cool. Check these babies out. Oh yeah, nice little sourdough pizza. All right, check that out.
3 hours in.
3 hours. All right, 3 hours deep, my friends. I thank you for all the guys, or all you guys that have been with us in the beginning. Didn't expect to be on here so long, but we got something to do. We're not stopping until we're done, right? We got to show you the freaking chicken a la vodka pizza. So we're not stopping until we finish our objective. So I didn't think it'd take 3 hours, but I appreciate you guys joining and sticking it out with us. I really do. Oh yeah. And then after our stream, we're gonna jump on Disney Speedstorm. We're gonna play some racing. So if you guys want to join us on there, that'd be cool too. But all optional. You jump on there. Me and my son are gonna play some racing. I'll try to get some more exposure up on YouTube. All this stuff on there is the gaming. There's so much traffic with the gaming. So I'm trying to do some, cross niches and cross genres. Try to bring some gamers over, teach them some recipes. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. Check these out. Okay, got these lovely pizzas. Oh man, on the old back needs a little crack. Here we go. Check it out. Got these lovely, lovely pizzas over here. We're a little pizza stir crazy, but we're almost done. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. And like I keep saying, having the parchment paper down is a huge hack because I'm not good at perfectly, with that perfect motion. I'm just not there. So I like to put a little parchment paper down. It keeps it easy. And just let that ride, baby. It's all good. Hey, what you guys want the pizza? Check out our pizza over here. We do a little pizza progress. Check it out, my friends. We're gonna keep you guys. We're gonna keep your mouth watering over here. Check out the pizza. This is gonna be some delicious pizza, but it's a big freaking pizza. You saw how big that pizza was. We were wrestling that pizza, so we finally got it in there. I was worried it would kind of droop over the sides, but it ended up being perfect. We didn't need to mess with it or do anything janky, so. We're just gonna let that cook. We had those stones, those ceramic stones in there. They were preheated, really nice. So I have every confidence that everything is gonna be perfectly cooked all at the same time. From the crust, from the top to the inside, it's gonna be nothing but flavor. Flavor, top of flavor. All right, and like I said, I love parchment paper too. I use parchment paper in the microwave instead of plates. I'll just use a little bit of parchment paper. You know what I mean? Less cleanup. There's enough stuff to worry about, Keep everything as simple as possible, my friends. Ooh, but yeah, happy Friday. If you're just joining us for the first time, hit the subscribe button. We love cooking for you guys, but the more the merrier, right? The more the merrier. We know what, you guys have any ideas for lives? Just shoot whatever you have, because we're open for suggestions. Maybe next week we'll do like a stir fry or we got some stuff. We know we're going to do a Korean barbecue here soon. We're going to do a barbecue live tomorrow. So we might do it on there. We got some nice seasoning we need to use. And we're going to make this nice gochujang sauce. Or we got this gochujang sauce we're going to use to kind of season some of the pork with. I don't know. We got lots of stuff on here anyway. So you guys have any suggestions or anything, let me know what you guys think.
Kim said insane.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that. we're doing all kinds of stuff over here, keep you guys entertained. Okay, here we go. We got this nice pizza over here. This is our last pizza. And by the time we're ready to stick this baby in the oven, I think that our chicken a la vodka pizza should be just about done. So we should be able to finish at a good time, everything. So we'll see. We'll see. Fingers crossed, my friends. You never know what's gonna happen when you're cooking, right? You can just gotta prepare for the best, but plan for the worst, right? All about having preparation, right? Because you never know what could happen. Having a little preparation makes everything better. All right, here we go. Enough rambling. Let's get these pizzas, and we're not gonna make this one huge. We keep making them so big that they're draping over the stone. Let's just keep it like that. Let's do a crust on this one. The last one, we're gonna make a nice crust on it. Let's check this out, my friends. Do a little crust like this. You know what? Actually, let's do mozzarella for the crust. What do you guys think? Another cool hack for this too is you can do some mozzarella sticks. Get the mozzarella sticks, put them right here, and then just fold it over. That's another easy hack. But we're gonna do a little bit of the mozz right here, so give our pizza a little bit of time to cook too while we get this baby ready. Oh yeah, yeah. Just do a little ribbon right here of mozzarella. Do right here along the edges, and then we'll just kind of fold it over on there. So easy little stuffed crust. Nothing wrong with the crust the way it is, but you add cheese to it. I don't know. You guys already know. You guys know how I feel about the cheese. The more cheese, the better.
What?
All right, kids are getting a little rowdy, so you guys hear any screaming or crying, all is well. Here we go. See that, my friends? Easy, easy, easy. Make some nice stuffed crust. And then we're also going to kind of make them a little smaller, too, so it'll fit on our stone a little better. Oh, yeah. Getting a little pizza delirious, though. Been on live for a little bit. So thank you guys for hanging out.
Kim said, how about chocolate pizza?
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe we can put some sliced bananas up on there. That might be good, huh?
I went to Walmart the other day, and they have a salted caramel pizza.
Oh, salted caramel pizza. That sounds amazing.
And, chocolate chip pizza.
Oh, the cookie pizza? Yeah, the cookie pizzas look good, too, huh?
You ready?
Oh, yeah. Here we get a little extra cheese in there, right? A little extra cheese. Nothing wrong with that. All right, here we go. Got to slip the cheese in wherever you can. And, I saw this one recipe where they get one pizza, right? They make it all normal. And then they put a pizza on top of there. So it's like a double layer pizza. So that might be worth trying one day, but that seems kind of like a pain, too. Probably needs a longer time to cook.
So Handy Andy said, do you like Hawaiian pineapple pizza?
Oh, I love pineapple. I love pineapple on the pizza. People get real heated over that, but I love it. The kids are a little so-so about it, though.
Shaking his head no.
My son is like, no.
So where we're from, they have a place called Mia Ned's, and they have the spicy Hawaiian?
Spicy one. Yeah, that one's really good. The spicy wine. Yeah, they got all kinds of good stuff. All right, here we go. Check it out. We got just a little thin layer of mozz along the edges, and we're gonna do some stuffed crust. It occurs to me I need to add a little bit more right here. All right, check it out, my friends. Stuffed crust, making it nice and simple over here, homemade. All this stuff you buy is so freaking full of crap anymore. So making your own food is good. You know what I mean? When you can, right now, might as well, right? Food is so expensive.
Andy said it's really good.
Thank you, Andy. Appreciate that. All right.
I think it's on the Hawaiian.
Oh, the Hawaiian? Oh, yeah. I got to try that. Check this out. Let's fold this over here. Let's make the stuffed crust. Check that out. Check it out.
Kim said, we have sweet potato pizza in Korea. It's super famous here. Have you ever tried it?
No, but that very much sounds interesting. That sounds pretty good. I bet the texture is interesting on that, too. Maybe like kind of more less starchy than perhaps wheat is. Yeah, I'll look into that, though. That sounds interesting. Yeah, we like the taro too. We have the boba here. There used to be this place we used to get boba at. You always had the taro. That's always really good too. All right, check it out. We got this stuff. We're stuffing the crust. The crust was already good, but we added cheese to it. Nothing wrong with a little cheese. Yeah, just kind of pinch and fold. Pinch and fold. There we go. Looks really good. This is going to be a real simple one, but just a little steps here and there, you know. You can make it complicated if you want. You can make it simple. And it's also, you can also use this from the store. You know, you get the pizza store. This is just as good. But my wife made this nice sourdough pizza dough. So got a nice sourdough starter. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, now our pizza, our chicken a la vodka pizza is chilling in the oven. It's doing its thing. How's it looking in there?
Like it's done.
Here, show the people. Check this baby out. I think we're about to pull this in a moment, and then we're gonna make room for this boy right here.
Yes.
Check that out. That is gonna be freaking money right there, my friends. That's our chicken a la vodka pizza.
I think it's time.
That is the star of the show. Hold on, here, come over here. We gotta be real fast with our pulls over here. We don't want our pizza to burn. Apologies, my friends.
It's close.
All right, we've been challenged on the time. My wife says, hurry your butt up. So we got to hurry up with the cheese. All right, I think we'll get this one. All right, let's go. Let's go. We don't want nothing to burn. We don't, especially not on live, right? We did all the prep. We had you guys on here 3 hours. We don't want to waste anybody's time. We also want to look like fools. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. This freaking pizza is so massive. Oh, geez.
I'll close it.
All right, here. Check this freaking pizza out, guys.
We can put it.
I'm going to put it, I guess, right here for now. Here, check it out, my friends. Put it right here. Got the pizza vision. Check that baby out. Look at that chicken a la vodka pizza. It's not burnt. You know, we got this sauce. We made the vodka sauce. It was so freaking yummy, but I had the vodka and you had some residual sugars. But anyway, we're gonna let that cool. Let's continue on with our nice stuffed crust one, and we got the other one in there chilling too. So let this one just kind of hang out. Thank you guys for joining us. If it's your first time, hit the subscribe, because you know the more the merrier. The more people in here, the more fun we could all have together, right? Teamwork makes the dream work, right? Okay, now we got this nice Scarface sauce. We did our half Alfredo, half pizza. We got that Prego sauce. How's it looking? It's a mess. That's okay. Yeah, you know, when you do pizza night, you know, you got to go all out. You got to expect kind of a mess. That's okay. You know, we can clean this up a little bit. It's all good though. We're not gonna worry too much about it. You can make everything perfect, or you can just, you know, make it good, right? Well, you can do both. You know, you don't have to take forever on it, but you do a quick little once over, twice over. Check that out. Oh yeah. Now we got a little bit more. We got a little bit more of each one. Let's mix them up. Actually, I think we did use all of our sauce right here. Let's see. I think we used all of our red sauce. We got a little tiny bit left. A little tiny bit left. Not much though. Not much at all. All right, my friends. Nothing like using up all your ingredients. So that just makes me happy when you're not wasting a bunch of stuff, or you know, stuff that's just gonna chill in the refrigerator for, you know, unknown amount of time. If you can get everything used up while you're cooking it, that's always the win, right? Always a good thing, not having waste. It goes away, baby. All right, my friends. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Almost 3 hours now that I think about it. Or is it over 3 hours? Over 3 hours. Like, you know, the time just flies by when you're busy, right? We fried up our chicken. We made the vodka sauce. We made this. Here, pan over to this pizza. We made this. It's in view. We made that delicious freaking pizza a la vodka, or the chicken a la vodka pizza. So let's turn it over here so it's a little bit more pretty the first time. People, check it out. Lovely, lovely pizza. Got a little flour on it. No worries. Check it out. All right, we're using up all the ingredients tonight. We don't want to have any kind of waste. All right, here we go. This one's a little bit more cream heavy. That's okay. They're a little different. All right, looks good. Looks good. This is the last pizza.
Yes.
We got one pizza in the oven still, and I think by the time that they throw this one in there, our chicken a la vodka pizza over here will cool down enough to go in for a bite and let you guys know if it's worth doing. So far, I don't know. It's looking pretty good to me. I'm pretty sure it is. We got those nice chicken cutlets. We used that kind of in the place of pepperoni on that one, so it already sounds good, doesn't it? All right, my friends, here we go. Now it's cheese time. Last but not least, we got the number 3 over here, but we're gonna make them really good. We're gonna put veggies on this one. Some of the other kids, like I was saying, they are on the autism spectrum, so they're real particular with the things they eat. They don't like peppers, they don't like onions, but they like the banana peppers and they like the olives, oddly enough. So we just put those on their pizza. But this one, we're gonna do some bell peppers, onions. We're gonna do olives. We usually like to do a little mushroom too, but no mushroom this time. All right, check that out. Got the mozz. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, got the mozz. Got a little extra bits in there. Let's see.
Kim said, please don't let that pizza get cold.
Oh, don't worry. It's cooling down off to the side. And then before it does get cold, we're going to cut it up. And then we're going to go ahead and serve it. I wish we could serve it up to you guys. But yeah, I'm going to show it up on camera getting cut up. But yeah.
Did you take the pizza cutter? Oh, no, you didn't.
Got there. Oh, here you got the nice pizza cutter over here. This is a great one to use around the house. But yeah, like I said, we are going to get the veggies on this pizza because we like veggies on ours. But you know what I like to do is I like to do meat first when I'm doing this because the meat, when it cooks and it gets hot, all the pepperoni oils kind of cook the veggies along a little bit more than it would just be on the cheese. So what I like to do is I like to do cheese, pepperoni, and then the veggies. So it kind of gives them a little bit of flavor too when they're cooking. Oh, here we go. Get our nice pepperoni right here. And then our other pizza should be getting done here soon too. How does that look? It's a little naughty. Yeah, the pizza, a little drippage on there. That's okay.
It's cheesy.
Extra cheesy. Girls are gonna love that one though. Ooh. Check it out though. We got all this lovely pizza up in the house tonight. Food's so expensive. Good food when you buy it, so you gotta make it at home, right? You can't be spending all your money on good food when you can just make it at home. Oh yeah. Have some nice pizza for Friday night, and all you guys joining us. Hope you guys have a great Friday night as well. Thank you for spending some of your time with us. Always better when you got more people hanging out with you. Oh yeah, here we go. Got a nice amount of pepperoni, and we'll do like like I said, we like to do the veggies right on top of the meat. So let's do a little extra pepperoni. They're gonna shrink a lot anyway. How's that going? Looks good. Or do you want to? All right.
Split it up.
All right, my friends. Thank you guys for hanging out. If it's your first time with us, hit the subscribe button. Let me know where you're watching from.
Little Baker said, fun cooking show, and Handy Andy said, brush some butter on the crust and put Parmesan cheese.
Hey, Little Baker. Hey, Handy Andy. Appreciate that. Definitely from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Hey, butter. That sounds good. Hey, can you grab the butter, baby? Yeah, let's do some butter. We put mozzarella on the sides and then we folded it in. So that sounds pretty good. A little extra. Any chance you could put butter in something, I'm all over it. Butter makes everything delicious.
We don't have Parmesan. Oh, wait.
There we go. A little butter. Thank you for that suggestion. Maybe compound would be good too, huh? That might be interesting. But we don't have any. Just a thought. Got a little extra cheese too. Might as well use up all the cheese. This is cotija cheese, but it's just like Parmesan, honestly, in texture and flavor too. Might be a little bit more mild. Oh yeah, but we've been on live for a while, so I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Getting a little pizza crazy over here, a little pizza delirious. So,
Kim said you are a genius.
Oh, thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you to say. And thank you for hanging out with us and commenting. And I appreciate you. Nothing. The channel is fun, but what's really fun is doing it to a full audience, and you make it a little bit more fun to do. I appreciate you. All right, a little bit more pepperoni up on here. Check that out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pepperoni is going to be fantastic. We don't want to layer them too high. You know what I mean? Maybe just 1 or 2 layers at most. Should be good. I don't know. What do you guys think? Cover all the cheese at least, right? And then we're gonna layer this high with veggies. All the pepperoni oil when it cooks, it's gonna cook those. Oh yeah, the onion. It's gonna cook the veggies so much better with the pepperoni oil and all this, all the flavor from the pepperoni is gonna go right into those veggies. So I definitely like to put the veggies on top of the pepperoni, and I do that with that Chicago style too. I was telling you about. All right, all right. We got enough pepperoni on here. What do you guys think? I think we're swimming in pepperoni. Looks good. Nice, delicious pizza. And we definitely need a freaking crust on this one, or else the freaking pepperoni is going to be getting everywhere. I need something. We need like a paintbrush or something, huh?
What's that brush?
I have a paintbrush somewhere here. I need a little brush so we can put this on there. Let's see. I thought I had one off to the side. I guess not. That's all right. Here, check it out. I will just do one of these things. Got the old cake one for cakes, but you know it's very versatile. Let's put a little bit of the flour or a little bit of the butter up on there. Check that out. Butter that baby up. Oh yeah. You know, butter. Just something about butter. It just has so much freaking flavor. And you know, a lot of food too has like natural MSG. I was telling somebody that the other day. I think it was Nuwani, or I don't remember who it was. It was one of our new people. I was telling him that the other day that there's a lot of foods that have natural MSG. I think mushrooms have a lot of natural MSG. I think turkey, chicken has natural MSG. So, you know, MSG is not really like a villain they make it out to be. It's like a natural type of thing.
Handy Andy said that's a pepperoni pizza.
Oh yeah, this is the pepper, but it's swimming in pepperoni, right? You see that? We're gonna put the veggies right on top of there because I like to do that because when you cook the veggies and on top of those pepperonis, it has a lot more flavor than between the cheese. Which one? All right, we butter this one up. What do you guys think? We butter that up. I don't think
melted butter. Well, you know what? It'll melt.
it's okay. It's okay. It'll be melted eventually, right? We don't. Well, we're a little tired over here. We don't want to melt any butter. Hold on. Yeah, we'll put a little cheese up on the side though. Here, check it out. We're gonna do a little bit of these bell peppers. Oh yeah, and then like I said, you know, when you're cooking it on top of those meat, on top of the meat, it gets a lot more flavor.
Really good too is pretzel.
There we go. I gotta eat the colors, right? Lots of color up in there. All right, hey, calm down, you guys. Calm down, calm down. All right, of course, we can't forget our onion over here. Got the nice onion. You know, we like lots of veggies in our pizza, but you know the kids are a little particular, saying they're on the spectrum, so got to be more careful with what we feed them. But they love the olives, they love the banana peppers, but we like a little bit of everything. All right, now let's do olives, of course. Oops. All right, squeeze these olives. You know, when you're doing these toppings, make sure they're not sopping with water. So kind of put a towel down whenever you can and kind of suck up some of that moisture. Here, calm down, you guys. Calm down. All right, I got the kids over there being a little ornery. So you guys hear some screaming kids. Apologies. Typical Friday night, right? Oh, yeah, look at the beautiful olives. They're going to be delicious. And plus, they look lovely, too, you know, in contrast to the other lighter color veggies. Check it out. Oh, yeah. Oh, another one. Another one. We got more olives. What do you guys think? More olives. Oh, yeah, there we go. Nothing wrong with a little olive, right? Yeah, olives are really tasty. All right, my friends. I think that one's gonna be it there. Looks nice and full. Got the butter. My wife put the some of this cotija on it. Still a little cotija right there on top too. A little bit, maybe just a little bit. I don't know. A little bit. Looks good. All right, let's go ahead and pop this one in the oven now.
The peel's up there.
Oh, the peel's up here. Thank you. All right, my friends. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for putting up with us. Oh yeah, check it out, my friends. We got the pizza vision here. Oh yeah, pizza time. Pizza time is last. Oh yeah. We got like a blob vision over there. Check it out. We got the pizza over there on the bottom. Pizza is
It's a mess.
Pizza kind of a mess. That's okay. Then we got the parchment paper down. All is good. Let's see. What do you think? A little bit longer on that one, huh?
Yeah.
A little longer on that one. Don't even worry about it, my friends. All is good. Check it out, though. I think this one's cooled down enough. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this.
Okay, Kim said food genius.
Oh, thank you, Kim. I appreciate you. You're a very kind person. Check that out. Oh yeah. Let's
Oh, it's steaming. Look at the table.
Oh, it's steaming right there. Was. Let's get a little bit of foil under it. But I really do appreciate you guys hanging out. I think we're gonna wrap it up here soon. We're all a little tired, and feed the kids, get them all fed. All right, gonna put this over here, and we're gonna cut this pizza.
Carolyn said, looking delicious.
Well, thank you, Carolyn. I appreciate you. Look at this lovely chicken a la vodka pizza. It was a little bit of a prep. We fried our chicken cutlets. We made the vodka sauce. Everything was made with lots and lots of love. They were saying, but there's this place near us that has this pizza, but it's so expensive, and with everything on the rise, got to make your own food. Plus you can be in charge of exactly what goes in it. Check out this delicious pizza. Oh yeah. All right, let's go ahead and cut it. Can you come in when you're cutting it, sweetheart? All right, my friends. Thank you guys for putting up with me. I know it's been a while. Thank you guys for the people that have been with us from the beginning. You gotta take your time sometimes when you're doing these foods. You gotta make it with love. Rome wasn't built in a day. This pizza is so good with the chicken cutlets, but the vodka sauce too. If you want to just make the vodka sauce, that's a huge step up than the stuff from the jar.
It'd be good for like chicken parmesan.
Great for chicken parmesan, eggplant parmesan. We got some eggplants growing too. We're going to be doing eggplant parmesan too. As soon as the eggplants are grown, that's going to be a really fun one too. It's straight from the garden too. Straight from our garden to the table. I get confused with words sometimes. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's cut this delicious pizza up. Oh yeah. Ooh, yes. Oh yeah, it's not cold at all. Don't worry. I appreciate your concern though. Okay, let's see. Cut this. Yeah, my son over here, he says, I need the pizza and I need the pizza now. So he's over here, got these impatient teenagers. He's a new teenagers this year. So I know, I'm just saying. All right, got a nice crust on here. It's not paper thin, but that's okay. We don't want a paper thin. All right, check that baby out. Oh yeah. Got these big old lovely slices. Oh yeah, look at that lovely piece of pizza. Some big boy pizzas right here, my friends. Thank you guys for hanging out on these lovely pizzas. You think that one is gonna be done anytime soon, or should we just wait for the bottom one?
The bottom one?
Yeah. I'm wondering whether we want to wrap it here or shortly. You want to take it out?
Let me take it out.
No, I can take it out, but you think it's good? All right, we're gonna go ahead and take the other one out real quick, and then we're gonna go in here with a bite, and then we're gonna let the other one. We're gonna let the other one just cook. So we're gonna wrap it. I'll do the product film. Maybe we'll do like a community post or make a short out of it or something. But check it out. Check out the one pizza. We're gonna just pull this one right now, and then I'll show you guys how this one looks later. I'll do maybe like a short, or I'll do something with this one. Just stay tuned for that one.
Kim said, "I'm gonna eat pizza without cutting it someday." And Andy said, "Looks good, bro."
Oh, thank you, Andy. Check that out. Look at the lovely cheese color. Look at that. Look at that, my friends. Thank you so much for joining us. Nothing is like doing these YouTube lives and showing you our little recipes here and there. But, you guys are on here appreciating it. It's not an empty room. I really appreciate it. It really makes my day. Can't go wrong with a pizza. Look at this pizza.
I know.
This is kind of a blob pizza in the sense that it kind of blobbed over. But look at that. We contained it pretty good. But look at this pizza. I think we did pretty good. I think we did okay. Anyway, my friends, thank you guys for hanging out. Let me make this pizza real quick.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Oh, yeah. Check this pizza out, my friends. All right. Let me cut this piece a little thin. These are a little bit big for me.
It's behind it.
It's behind. Oh, always losing stuff. It's good having somebody tell you, hey, that's actually not right there. All right, here we go. Check this out. All right, my friends, I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with us, spending your Friday night with us. It really makes my day hanging out with you guys, and I appreciate all your kindness, all your well wishes. It literally makes my day. It's the best. I was looking forward to this all day, and you guys didn't disappoint. I hope I didn't disappoint either. I hope this pizza doesn't disappoint. Look at that beautiful vodka sauce. Oh, everything homemade here, my friends. Homemade everything. Thank you for joining. If If it's your first time, hit the subscribe because we're gonna come at you again tomorrow. We're gonna do a little barbecue. We might go on live later too. We're gonna do Disney Speedstorm, play some racing. Me and my son are gonna play. So stream it on YouTube. But anyway, I ramble on sometimes. So here, I'm a little pizza delirious. Been on live a little bit too long. Been talking and talking and talking. I don't know when to stop. So here we go. Without further ado. Oh my gosh. The vodka sauce is so freaking good, especially mixed into that cheese. Let me see if I can do that cheese. Oh, check out the bottom of that pizza. Look at that. It was perfect. The pizza was preheated. I mean, the stone was preheated just long enough.
It's hot as hell.
So, it cooked the bottom pretty fast. So
Hot.
everything
Very
cooked
hot.
perfectly at the same time. We got a nice couple of different layers up in there. Oh yeah.
Handy Andy said, "Send me a slice."
I would, my friend. I totally would. I wish I could at least send you some smells. I don't think that's too much to ask for.
It's huge.
Check out this freaking chicken cutlet pizza. Check that out. Check that out, Handy Andy. I would totally give you this piece, my friend. I totally would. We got lots of pizza over here, so thank you for sticking around. I'm gonna post the recipe in the description in a day or two. So stay tuned for that one. I'm gonna show you how everything broke down real simple, and then this is the end result. So it took about 3 hours, as you guys can see, but it's totally worth it. Here, one more bite.
Andy said yummy, and stop. In just 1 second, okay? 1 second. 1 second.
It's so good. So freaking good. Man, can you get out of here? I'm sorry, my friends. I got my daughter over here. She's impatient. So apologies.
Take it in their own hands.
Anyway, we're going to wrap up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so because we're full room. We appreciate all you guys commenting.
It's hot.
Stay tuned for the next one. God bless. And thank you so much for sticking around. See you next time. Have a great weekend. Have a happy Friday.